Good afternoon or good evening, wherever you're watching the Toon review from. If you bear with us, I've just got to turn my green screen off because it's causing a bit of havoc in the background there. Hope you are all well and ready for a fantastic game of football today, because it is going to be tremendous. Absolutely brilliant today. We've got Brazil taking on Serbia. Billy, it's going to be a cracker, this one, isn't it? We're really expecting a cracker today.
Can't wait. I really can't wait. Might be a bit churlish to call it Beauty versus the Beast. I'm not sure if Serbia deserve that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing some Samba football. And of course, Serbia have got a lot to offer as well. So it's going to be a good game.
Well, we've seen some strange ones, haven't we, so far in this World Cup? We've seen some really strange results. Now, we'll take a look at the two lineups today, which are very interesting. It's only loaded one of them up for me, so if you bear with us, I'll just get the other one. I'm not sure which team that's actually loaded up. Bear with us a second. That looks like the Serbian team. So we'll load the Brazilian one up. It was supposed to load up at the same time, but you know, these things happen on lives, Billy. It's live viewing. Things happen. Anyway, this is the Brazil team. Now, Billy, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, obviously disappointing to see Paquetá getting in ahead of our man.
Yes.
Looking like he's playing as a six, but well, he's definitely playing as a six because he's got three forwards in front of him and then Richarlison up front. So
it does look that way.
Surely not going to leave Casemiro on his own as a six because he hasn't got the legs, I don't think. But yeah, it's great. It's a great side, that, isn't it? You know, all the way from Alisson through, apart from the striker. Very reminiscent of the 82 side, where they had a great side and a crap striker. It seems to be the same here.
Well, what do you think of the sort of three behind Richarlison, Billy?
A bit special, aren't they? I think Rafinha, as great as he is, looks a bit out of place there, doesn't he? With Vinicius and Neymar, they're two superb players. Obviously, Neymar's a talisman for them. Vinicius is the new world star. He dominated the Champions League last year. Yeah, I wouldn't fancy being in the Serbian back four tonight, or back five, or back six, whatever it may be.
Yeah, I mean, look, Casemiro will probably... It's going to be interesting to see who sits, whether it be Paqueta or Casemiro. I think it'll be Casemiro, to be honest. But again, they can both do that job very capably. But, you know, up front, I mean, you know, Vinicius, we know what he can do. I mean, he's just got bags of pace. Neymar has hit form at the right time. But the back line, you know, they're there to be good at, I think, Billy. Marquinhos and Silva. You know, they're not spring chickens anymore. You know, so for me, they're to be good at. And if we look at the Serbian side, which is coming onto your screen very shortly, there it is. Now, Mitrovic starts, Billy. Are you surprised?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Bit of physicality. Yeah. I don't think Thiago Silva will like the physicality, and Marquinhos potentially not also. I thought Vlahovic might have been with him unless he's injured.
Well, he was in the predicted lineups to start ahead of Mitrovic. So obviously it's a bit of a surprise that. Now you look at the behind him is Tadic, of course, who's you know, he's had a wonderful time since leaving the Premier League. He's playing a lot better football and enjoying himself. I must admit that the midfield a bit unknown.
Well, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic also, he's a fantastic player, plays in Italy, doesn't he? One or two, there's Godelli, he was in Spain for Tom, don't know if he still is. Might be in France, I'm not sure. I've definitely seen him before. Zivkovic we've seen before. They are a bit of an unknown quantity, and that must be Milinkovic-Savic's brother in goal, is it?
I think they've got the names wrong, Billy, to be honest. I'm just noticing that myself. Milinkovic-Savic is not a goalkeeper.
Unless he's got, I know there is two Milinkovic-Savic's, but whether that's...
I guess we'll see at kickoff, won't we? I guess we will see at kickoff. But listen, very, very exciting game ahead of us, guys, without a shadow of a doubt. That is why we're doing the watch along today, because obviously we wanted to see Brazil in action. And Serbia are no mugs. Serbia will put up a fight against them. There is no doubt about that. Let's go to some comments before we're about 9 minutes from kickoff. Gary says, good evening, everyone. Please keep comments respectful. No all caps or duplicate posts. No spoilers, please. Wait for Paul to call it. Enjoy the game and the show. Yeah, I'm not watching on domestic TV. I'm watching through my provider. So please make sure that if something does happen and you're ahead of me and Billy, please do not put spoilers in, or the mods will remove you from the stream. And again, we don't want that. So we don't want to keep warning you about that. Just enjoy the game. Talk about it once we've mentioned it in commentary, by all means. Tom, good evening. Bruno on the bench. Indeed, he is. Keith, good evening to you. Anyone heard this news about the Saudis wanting to buy Man United and Liverpool? Look, there'll be rumours going around all the time, especially now Manchester United are for sale. But listen, the Saudis are perfectly happy with Newcastle United. Don't get dragged into all this crap with the media, right? Because, earlier on today, I heard that Apple wanted to buy Manchester United. So, it's anybody's guess at the minute as to who is going to be in charge of the two clubs. We will see in time. James Pope says, good evening, fine TTR folk. Hope Mitro makes Brazil sweat, but still want Brazil to win it. Good evening, Spacebar. Hope you're well. Troll says we need somewhere to buy talent. Well, there's a lot. Try the world. Try the world. Matt, good evening. Julie saying Bruno on the bench. Scotty says nice trim, Paul. Yeah, well, there's a story behind that. I bought some new clippers. They came today. And I tried them out without putting any of the grading on them and ended up with a huge clump of hair missing. So, Billy, when you just look at your hair and you think, bugger it, just take it off. You know what I mean? So it's now down to about 0.5 millimeter. But listen, once it starts going, you may as well just start gradually taking it away. It was getting far too long anyway, so there you go. Ian says, good evening, Paul, Billy and Mods. Think there will be a good few goals tonight. Indeed. Julie J says, Bruno played much better than his bestie this season. Yes, he has. I hope you're well, Paul. I'm getting there, trolls. Felt a bit ropey again, but, you've got to just battle on, I guess. Certainly don't want it to pin me down, this illness. I'm going to keep doing as much as I can. Stephen, good evening to you. Fez, good evening, and thank you very much for the background at very late notice, it has to be said, so thanks very much, buddy. C-Stock, good evening. Kamal, good evening, Paul, Billy, Mods, and chat dropped in to wish you luck on the watch along as I'm celebrating my birthday with the family. We'll catch you guys at half-time. Bruno, Kamal, happy birthday and enjoy your celebrations, my man. I hope you really have a good time. KB, good evening. Julie J says, of course, Joe Linton should be there. You look at the squad, Billy, and you think, and of course, the Brazilian manager's comments before the World Cup as to why he didn't pick Joe Linton, he contradicted himself numerous times. Strange one.
Well, the Brazilian manager's going to be under pressure because nothing short of winning the World Cup is failure. And if he comes back from the World Cup without winning it, without picking Joe Linton, without playing Bruno as a starter, I think questions will be asked, and I don't think he'll last much longer anyway if he doesn't come back with the World Cup.
Good evening to my beautiful lady in the house, modern in the background, Mrs. Toon Review. Carlos, good evening. McDunk, good evening. Ian Wright, it's not him, is it? Surely not, Billy.
It could be. He's not on telly.
Well, Mitro to score tonight will batter the centre halves. I mean, we did say that when we looked at the football, when we looked at the teams, Billy. He'll thrive going against, Silva and Marquinhos. He's got a big opportunity here, hasn't he?
Indeed, he has, and he's never let Serbia down. He's got a fantastic scoring record at international level.
Yeah,
looks up for it now. They've got him on screen singing the anthem, the national anthem. Looks well up for it. So I'm looking forward to seeing the battle that they have. Yeah,
it's going to be. I mean, look, we all know Mitrovic he's really improved when it comes to keeping himself calm on the pitch. He's matured a lot since he was at Newcastle, Billy. There's no doubt about that. But he still thrives on that physical battle, old school centre forward.
I mean, they may have to play like that because they may not have a lot of the ball, so it might just be long pumps upfield, looking for the physicality of Mitro. So may have to play that way.
Ian reckons that Ronaldo should buy Man United.
Well, that'd be fun, wouldn't it?
But £5 billion apparently, Billy. £5 billion.
That's added, and then on top of that, there's £2 billion of debt. So it's a lot of money.
I mean, it's. I mean, who is the sort of buyer that Manchester United are probably looking for now, Billy?
You're looking at the levels what we've got, but unfortunately, they've already been taken. And looking at Man United.
Yeah. I mean, look, we are going to get all sorts of rumours going around about who Man United want and who Man United are going to sign. It's going to be there all the time. I don't believe anything in the interest from Saudi. I think they're happy with what they've got at the minute. They've got a project with Newcastle United, and that will continue over time. I mean, Jamstash is there, says, I heard Twitter wants to buy Man United. I mean, everybody wants to buy Man United. But they have to get it right this time after the Glazers have royally fooked everything, haven't they? So, Ken says, hi, Paul and Billy. Let's hope Bruno gets some minutes tonight and turns the game like we know he can. Or he'll be itching to get on. Just to sort of check where you are on your screen, Billy. I'm just getting the shaking of hands done.
Oh, I've got the Brazilian team coming up, so I'm going to have to pause, obviously. I'm a bit ahead of you, I think.
Yeah. But that's fine. We did that the other night, and it worked to perfection for the England game, didn't it? So I'm just getting the Brazilian team up now. So when you get the kickoff, Billy, if you just pause, and then as soon as I kick off, I'll obviously tell you, and then we'll be in sync perfectly again. So
you actually see the Brazilian bench.
Well, I mean, it's interesting. They're just going through the teams now. I'm just seeing the substitutes coming up now. Edison, Fred, Alves, Fabio's there, Bruno's there, Gabriel Jesus, Anthony, Rodrigo, Martin. Wow, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, if Brazil don't win this World Cup, it's a failure as far as I'm concerned.
Definitely.
For the manager. Joel says, I meant if Saudis buy Pool and Man United, we need talent factories. Well, yeah, I guess so. Two Scoops, good evening. Hi, gang, love the show. As usual, guys, if you do enjoy tonight's commentary, if you can just stick a like on the video, we would really appreciate it. It does help us move up, obviously, the search results on YouTube when anybody's searching for us. And, of course, if you are new to the channel, like what you see, why not hit the subscribe button and come and be a part of that fantastic community we call the Toon Review. And also, if you want to donate to the channel tonight, you can do by just hitting the dollar sign at the bottom of the comments. So appreciate all that. That's out the way. I'm just getting the handshakes done here, Billy, with the referees and the toss.
Yeah, there is a Milinkovic-Savic in goal for Serbia, by the way.
Is it really? Wow, there you go.
As well as Sergei in midfield.
Wow. Well, there you go. Very strange to get two Milinkovic-Savic. I mean, it's not exactly well, he is. There he is. V. Milinkovic-Savic. He looks a bit of a mean dude, that goalkeeper.
He does, yeah. He looks savage, in fact.
He does. Wow, is that a man bun or a Mohican? It looks like a man bun.
Oh, I don't like him then.
Man buns, I mean, Jesus. Ian Holt says, happy Thanksgiving from across the pond. Indeed, happy Thanksgiving to all our American subscribers and viewers. Hope you're having a wonderful day celebrating Thanksgiving. Scotty said that Brazilian bench is just insane.
I'm paused now.
You're paused now. Remember, please, no spoilers at all. No spoilers. Don't spoil it for everybody else. Once you hear me and Billy, then by all means, comment on it. So we're just getting ready to rock here. And we're underway, Billy.
Okay.
So here we go. Brazil, Serbia. Are we expecting another surprise, Billy?
I don't think so, but you never know. You never know.
Nah, you don't. I mean, the way everything's been going, it's been madness, and that's Richarlison gone down very early on. And no, sorry, it's Thiago Silva. I'm not sure. Did our old friend Mitrovic give him a little bump there and say good evening? Just to let you know, I'm here. Which is good on him. I mean, the Serbians will want to get stuck in, won't they? They won't want to sit off Brazil. And it's quite noticeable, Billy, that Serbia in these very, very early seconds of the game they're going to get stuck into them, aren't they?
Yeah, I hope they approach it like Canada did last night. I mean, Canada were fantastic.
They were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Tempo. Yeah, I think we're in for a good game here, but oh, dear me.
Where did Stado go?
His internet couldn't cope with it.
Oh, right.
streaming and streaming out at the same time.
He needs to get that sorted.
He needs to get
Surely
telly. That's all he needs.
Yeah, surely there's better internets in Northampton than the one he's got. Dear me. Anyway, long ball from Serbia just runs out to play for a goal kick. Stu, good evening. I hope you're well, mate. Spacebar says, looks like Paul has had a Brazilian too. I have on my head, without a doubt. But it was time, guys. It's time, you know. It's just the hair was too long. It'd be interesting to see how Brazil play out from the back, because we've seen some real fatalities in this World Cup with people playing out from the back. Some terrible football. But you mentioned Canada there, Billy, and you know, I watched the game with your watch-along last night. Canada were brilliant. So unlucky not to get anything from the game.
Yeah, nothing fell away at all, did it? Even the penalty, they managed to nose up. But it's just in that penalty box, wasn't it, where they were lacking. Everywhere else on the pitch, they were way the better side, I thought.
Yeah, and I wouldn't rule them out of the tournament altogether already. I think they've got a chance. If they start putting the ball in the net, that is, they've got a real chance. But
yeah, absolutely.
Time will tell. Anyway, Brazil at the moment just playing it around at the back. It's with Alisson. Surprised to see him start ahead of Ederson.
It's 6 and 2 threes, isn't it? They're both fantastic goalkeepers. Yeah. Alisson's
been playing very well this season, though, to be fair. Liverpool obviously have had their struggles this season, but I think it's not a bad situation when you've got those two sitting ready to play. Anyone see Ronaldo penalty worst decision ever, says Carlos. It was soft. I'll give it that. It was very soft. Novak Gotovic, thank you very much. Welcome to the stream, matey, with your Serbian flags. Obviously, we know who you're supporting. Like, Serbia have pinned Brazil in here a bit, but
they have. They can't get out at all, can they?
No. Now they might. As Vinicius begins his first run of the game, here's Paqueta, long ball out to the right-hand side. And Rafinha, he's took it well. He's got by the defender. Brazil making approaches at the box. They've got men coming in. Rafinha's ball in, and it's cleared away. It was a poor ball that by Rafinha. He had men in the box there to aim at, and he just didn't find anybody. Foxy says Ghana were treated poorly in that last game. Not one decision even reviewed. Yeah, it was poor. Some strange decisions in that game, and it didn't really come to life until midway through the second half.
I thought Canada should have had 2 more penalties as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But hopefully they'll get their look back when they play again. Ghana played brilliantly, says Julie J. Indeed, they did. Long ball forward again by Serbia, but it only ends up at the feet of Alisson. He plays it out quickly. Now then, here they come. Again, short passing, and Serbia intercept and break forward. He's got Mitrovic screaming for the ball in the middle, but he was too slow. Miro was in quite a lot of space between the two centre-backs there. And Serbia win it back again. And then Paqueta goes in really strongly and wins the ball for Brazil, and it goes out for a throw. Some crunching tackles in this first 5 minutes, Billy.
Yeah, we didn't think Paqueta had that part to his game, did we? But he's definitely got stuck in there, all right.
Certainly has. Mitrovic looks hungry, though. He looks very hungry. Throw into Serbia just inside the Brazil half. Mitrovic, that's interesting ball, but it's hit the right man. But again, intercepted, played again. Here comes Serbia down the right-hand side. Good run. Can't get the crossing just yet. Pulls it back onto his left, back onto his right, back onto his left. Jesus Christ, I'm getting dizzy. Here it comes. Ball in the box. Nowhere near where Mitro was wanting that, though. But a very positive start from Serbia, Billy.
Yes, absolutely. Tadic is getting himself into the game. That was him on the right there. A little bit of tricky, but the cross just wasn't good enough, was it? But I mean, if they aim enough crosses in the box, sooner or later, Mitrovic is going to get his head on one of them, isn't he? That's for certain.
Yep, absolutely. But Brazil have it at the minute, and there's another crunching tackle on Neymar there. Now, is the referee's pulling the yellow card out already, Billy? 5.5 minutes into the game, and it's harsh. A booking.
I think that's harsh.
I mean, sometimes you look at these referees and think, come on, just let the game move. Yes, it was a foul, get on with it, but that is a booking. He's not going to change his mind on it. And I think Mitro just spat accidentally on the referee there. Just by the way, he wiped his eye there, and Mitro had a little giggle.
But I mean, not every foul's a yellow card, is it? That's ridiculous. I mean, it's okay, it was a foul, but certainly not.
Pavlovic is into the book very, very early on in this game. Rachel's lined up the game with us. So has David Robertson. You've got the option to do that. You can pause it and wait till we catch up. It's the easiest way to do it now with, of course, smart TVs the way you are. You can pause it and wait till we catch up with the stream, and then you can watch it with us. But please, and again, no spoilers. That's a poor ball. Irani Granny says, Paul, what you done with your head? Wig fitting? No, I just, listen, it's a grade one. It's just staying like that. It helps me a lot because it doesn't go fluffy, and I don't like it fluffy at all. Anyway, Paqueta probably learnt that off West Ham. Agree, Foxy. They were very unlucky. Obviously, talking about Ghana. Now, long ball coming up here from Milinkovic Savic, the goalkeeper, of course, for Serbia. Mitro wins the header comfortably. Didn't even seem to have to jump for that. Big chance for Tadic there, almost through. And again, Billy, like we were talking, the Brazilian back line, the centre backs, they're beatable as far as I'm concerned. That's the one weakness I think Brazil have in this World Cup, is when they come against pace, they're going to struggle. Yeah,
Tadic did really well there. Just caught up in his feet, didn't it, the last minute? And this happened to Canada last night. Actually, it's Milinkovic Savic, actually. It's hit the back of his heel and gone behind him.
Is that why Milinkovic Savic has got Serge J on the back of his...
Sergei, yeah. He always has that anyway.
Sergei, yeah. Oh, well, there you go.
For
he
Lazio,
almost got in there, and Neymar's had his shirt literally pulled off him. Interesting. They obviously are going to target Neymar, Billy, aren't they? Because obviously he's in form. We just don't want to see the all that crap from the last World Cup when he was just rolling around like an absolute monumental idiot.
Yeah.
But he's certainly looking hungry for the ball there. He's just done a 100-yard sprint after that. But again, Serbia coming at Brazil. It's clear that they think they can get at Brazil. That's a lovely ball out to the left-hand side now. Good tackle by Danilo there. As the plumber has arrived to fix the dishwasher. Modric made 11 fouls yesterday and got no yellow card. 1 foul after 5 minutes and a yellow. Yeah, consistency the key again. But Brazil are away here now with Rafinha down the right-hand side. Cuts in, looking for Neymar. Neymar just gently back to Casemiro, cross to Vinicius. Vinicius will definitely want to have a run here. Cuts back in on his right foot. Finds Casemiro, who just rolls it out to the left again. Back to Casemiro. Head up from Casemiro, plays it in. Lovely ball, that to Neymar. Neymar. Oh, dear me. What a ball that was, Billy.
Superb defence, splitting his pass. And Neymar was quite strong in there, but just ran out of space, didn't he, in the end? Yeah, great ball for Casemiro.
Absolutely. Superb. And here comes Serbia again. This has certainly been end-to-end. I mean, Brazil, we know they can break very quickly. They've shown that twice already in the first 10 minutes, but... Serbia looking comfortable on the ball, just knocking it around quite well.
Yeah, they're not overawed, are they, at all? They're going for it as much as Brazil are. So, yeah, I think we've got the makings of a cracking game here, definitely.
Without a doubt. Other games today, obviously, Uruguay, Billy, failing to score against South Korea. Couldn't break them down. But here comes Serbia. Oh, that's another good ball. Straight in the arms of Alisson.
Far post, he had a man coming in.
Yeah, they've got to make better use of the chances they get early on here, Billy, and that certainly wasn't one of them.
Definitely not.
Just too close. Alisson just... Interesting, Alisson has shaved his beard off, but still has the tash, Billy. Must be doing that for, of course, Movember, yes. Richarlison just hounded out there. And again, you can see Richarlison already getting frustrated. That's a bad tackle on Mitrovic, snapped by Paqueta.
It's got to be a yellow card. It's exactly the same tackle as what just happened a minute ago.
Oh, right on his left foot.
In fact, it's worse. And he scissored him as well.
Yeah, he did.
If the referee isn't booking him for that, there's something wrong with that.
That's poor. That's poor officiating.
That's bias.
Serbia just playing it across the back. But again, we've seen that so many times in this World Cup that, you don't know what's a yellow, what's not a yellow. I mean, consistency there. I mean, I don't think that the Serbian yellow card was as bad as that tackle, Billy.
No. It's as if the referee's saying, well, you can kick Mitrovic, but you're not kicking Neymar.
Yeah,
so that's what it reads to me.
Which wouldn't surprise me. But anyway, here's Marquinhos for Brazil out to Danilo. He's going to go to the side there to Silva. Silva taking his time, just rolls it into Casemiro, out to Danilo. He will play it into Paqueta. Nice little touch there by Paqueta. But they've lost the ball again. And well tackled by Casemiro there. But again, Rafinha wins it back. He's looked quite alert in these opening 10 minutes as Rafinha.
Yes,
now plays for Barcelona, Billy.
Hell of a player. Massive loss to Leeds. Massive loss in the Premiership, actually. He's a really good player.
Yeah. Of course, we were linked with him at one stage, weren't we? But it never came to fruition. Marquinhos on the ball here for Brazil. But look at Serbia. They're very, very disciplined in that back line, Billy.
Yeah.
And Brazil at the minute are just finding it a little bit tough to get by them.
They're lined up in a stringent back five there, aren't they, when Brazil have the ball with four in front.
You can see the line of five, yeah.
Just Mitrovic up top at the minute. It's like a 5-4-1 at the moment, in defence anyway.
Vinicius, that's brilliant. He's going for a run. He's got right to the byline. Good defending because he had to stay with him. And, well, Serbia feel that that's a goal kick, but we'll see again on the replay. Very good defending by Zivkovic there. And
can't really tell from there, can you?
It's a bad angle because we faced the other way there, but it was good defending because he had to get that tackle right, especially with Vinicius's pace. But Brazil have a corner here. It's going to be floated in. It's curled in by Neymar and right under the bar. What a corner that was.
I think he was trying to score.
I think he was. He saw the keeper way off his line, didn't he?
He did.
And I tell you what, that's heading in. That is heading in. He saw the keeper a couple of yards off the line, thought, why not?
He might do it again because the keeper's out again here.
Doesn't seem to have learnt his lesson, does he?
And this time a Brazilian's standing in front of him, so he can't get back to it.
Here it comes, Neymar. It's, well, again, I mean, he tried to put it on the edge of the 6-yard box, but the goalkeeper, again, comes out and grabs it very comfortably. Now, what's going on here? He's had a rough game so far, hasn't he? he's been booked.
Oh dear, is it Richarlison? No, it's not.
I'll tell you what, Casemiro. Was his arm up there?
I'm not showing the light bit. I want to show the bit the other side. We can't see it, but yeah, it looks like he's got him with his arm.
Did catch him there, definitely. Heavy rain is expected in Qatar tomorrow, so FIFA are cancelling all the matches in case a rainbow appears in the sky. Oh dear. Yes, Alan, indeed. However, news has broke tonight that the Wales fans have been told that they can wear their rainbow caps and hats to the match tomorrow. So FIFA have told the officials at the game they have to be allowed into the ground. So that's a positive. Anyway, here we go again with Serbia building an attack again. They're certainly not frightened to have a go at Brazil here when they've got the ball, Billy.
Definitely not. They're looking very sharp as well. It's just getting Mitrovic a chance. That's the key to it all, I think.
I mean, given the form he's had over the last couple of years, he will put it away. Pavlovic now, he's had a real interesting first 15 minutes of this game, but he moves forward here. And again, I think Serbia looking like they're willing to be patient, Billy. They're just knocking it around here, just comfortably doing what they have to do. And, you know, Brazil don't like chasing the ball. They're not used to chasing the ball around, are they?
No, definitely not. And see how far they're pushed out now. Brazil's going to catch them offside. So Serbia will slow it down again now. There'll be pressure on the goalkeeper.
Savage now goes long. Very long looking for Mitrovic. He doesn't jump.
Foul there.
Paqueta are all over the place there trying to jump for that ball. Nowhere near it. However, Serbia have it back again. Time Lord Boris says they don't have Bruno in the middle. No, they don't at the moment. I think we will see him at some part in the game. Of course, we didn't get to see Fabian Schär, which was a little disappointing this morning, Billy.
Yeah, I was telling on the preview show, I didn't know that he's not a first choice for Switzerland at the moment. Alvedi and Nakanji have done really well for them, so the manager's stuck loyal to them, I guess. But yeah, it's a shame, really.
I mean, that game really didn't get going at all.
They both did get booked though, so there's a chance of suspensions, I guess. So
there is, yeah. I mean, suspensions, I think, are going to play a big part in this World Cup. Given the way that the referees are dishing out the yellow cards, I think it's going to be very interesting come sort of the final games when some teams, it's quite clear already, are going to need results and may have star players out and missing. So, I mean, did you watch the Switzerland-Cameroon game, Billy?
No. I was at work.
Yeah, it was poor. Not a great game, but Cameroon again just missing a striker. I think they came on, had a good first half, sat back a little second half, which was a little bit of a surprise. But Brazil have now had a quick free kick taken, and this is Neymar just looking for a way through, flicked on by Paqueta. Neymar taken out again there, Billy, after he lost the ball.
Yeah,
after he passed the ball, it's clear they're going to target him.
Definitely, and also Richarlison again losing the ball. He sticks out like a sore thumb in his side.
I tell you what, Neymar just give the Serbian player a little kick there.
He got him back, didn't he? Yeah, definitely.
He did. But here comes Serbia down the left-hand side now. I think there's going to be little battles, certainly in this game, Billy. And Neymar, he's got to be careful not to get too frustrated because, at the minute, to be fair to him, he's just got back up and got on with it. He hasn't gone spinning around like he's been shot in the head. He's got up straight away. That's positive. Serbia again knocking around. Here's Mitrovic. Goes way out to the right-hand side. What a beautiful ball that is. But he can't keep it in.
Oh, should have done.
Zivkovic there, very disappointing. He should have really just took that down. Just seen a replay there. He just completely missed the ball. It's as if he just took his eye off the ball for a couple of seconds, didn't he? And then it just it disappeared.
His leg was there to control the ball.
There's Neymar taken down again. This time he goes for a bit of a roll. But Vinicius, I mean, that was a bad foul again. I mean, they are desperately targeting him. And to be fair to Neymar, he's took some heavy hits in the opening 20 minutes, hasn't he?
Yeah, they're targeting him without any shadow of a doubt. Because they see if he
that's a terrible tackle, to be honest. He's nowhere near the ball.
That's a yellow card. It should be. I'm not sure it needs.
Well, it'd be interesting to see if this isn't a yellow card, Billy. Then I'm absolutely confused about what the hell's going on because the first one was nowhere near a yellow card. Has he got away with it?
It looks like it.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's absolutely. I'm not seeing anything on the TV confirming a yellow card. That's madness.
Terrible there from Brazil. Well, they'll win it back though.
They've been a bit scrappy, Brazil, to be honest. They've lost the ball quite a few times. They just need to... It's like they haven't settled yet, have they?
They're missing someone in the middle of the park to control it. I thought Casemiro was going to do it early doors, but he's not had the ball sinse. So it seems to be going from defenders straight to the attackers like that, for instance.
Well, I'll get my words up. Paqueta and Casemiro keep swapping. 1 minute Paqueta's the right side and then Casemiro. And now again, Serbia break away. Brazil win it back again. They're just having trouble getting through the back line of Serbia. And, coming into 20 minutes gone here, still Brazil 0, Serbia 0. Thank you very much for joining us on this stream tonight on the Watchalong. If you are enjoying it, don't forget to hit that like button. And, of course, if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing and being part of this Toon Review community. It is free to do so. And also, if you want to donate to the channel, you can by hitting the $ at the bottom of the live comments. And don't forget, we have live commentary of England versus the USA tomorrow. Really looking forward to that one. It's going to be a cracker. And hopefully another 3 points for England. But here's Vinicius for Germany on the left. Germany? For Brazil on the left-hand side. Neymar's going to hit this, and it's a good block. Richarlison's gone down in the box, holding his head. I don't believe him for a second because he's got straight back up. And I think, we don't want to see another one. I mean, he annoys me anyway, Richarlison. He really does with his cheating.
I honestly can't believe he's in the side ahead of Jesus. I really can't.
Unbelievable, especially the form Jesus has been in this season. Marquinhos out to, is that Rafinha on the right-hand side? It is indeed. Now Brazil trying to just knock it around the field now. Neymar. Again, out to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius cuts back in on his right foot. Plays a ball into Paqueta. Paqueta's going to launch straight at the keeper.
Ooh,
no, it was Casemiro, in fact. They keep swapping over. It's confusing me. Straight at the keeper and Milinkovic-Savic there just palming it down and saying thank you very much. But not a bad hit from Casemiro. And that was the Neymar one that unfortunately hit the back of the Serbian defender. I mean, it's hit his arm, Billy. No way it's a handball. He's put his arms behind his back. And he can't really do anything about that but to block the ball, to be fair. Who's the left back for Brazil, Billy?
It's Alexandro.
Alessandro.
Alexandro.
Ah, right. Okay. And here come Serbia again. And it's certainly been end-to-end, Billy. It's been a decent game the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, it certainly has.
But there hasn't. The one thing the game is missing is a real shot on target. I mean, Casemiro's just had one, but it was straight down the keeper's throat. But here's Vinicius Junior again. He looks to want to run with the ball every time he gets it. He's tried to go through two Serbian players there. He's failed, and Serbia win the ball back.
And he was frustrated afterwards. There's no movement in front of him.
Which is why I think the Brazilians may get annoyed with Richarlison, because for me he's a lazy footballer, Billy.
Yeah, 100%. Made no attempt to take a defender away from Vinicius there, and he was frustrated when he lost the ball.
I mean, look at the way Neymar's chasing the ball down. I mean, you're not seeing that from Richarlison so far. And if I was the Brazilian manager, I'd be giving him quite the rollicking at the minute.
He goes now. Look, we're going to try and get some. But again, he stops.
Yeah. And Neymar's closing down there he's all over the place, Neymar, hasn't he?
He is.
He's really putting himself about, to be fair. He's took a lot of kicks in this game, but he's flying around getting stuck in. And everybody has been commenting before this World Cup, Billy, that Neymar has sort of, his attitude's a little bit different all of a sudden, that he's playing as a team player, and he's just getting on with the game and enjoying his football again.
Yeah, he's having to, isn't he? With the front line that PSG have got to keep in the side, he's having to play the team player. Obviously, with Messi and Mbappe and all those players around him, he doesn't stand out anymore. So he's become more of a team player, I should say. And I think he's better for it.
Absolutely. Serbia getting pushed in here, getting a bit pinned in, and they've lost the ball. Brazil have won it back. Rafinha now just took a little bit of a heavy touch there. And that's a goal kick to Serbia. Just. I Like Coffee says the fans in the stands look like a field of marigolds. Wow. Alexandro left back, Danilo right back. Both at Juve, both defensively average, says Foxy. Pooley Mark says, why do BBC commentators wait till the World Cup and start pronouncing names wrong? Do it every year. Well, turn it off. Just watch the game and listen to our commentary, mate. Then you'll be fine. Foxy says, amazing, really. Richarlison, 0 Premier League goals this season and starting for Brazil in a World Cup.
It's madness, in my opinion. Madness.
Absolutely. Especially the way Jesus, I mean, say what you want about him. I mean, he started his career with Arsenal absolutely brilliantly.
Yeah, he's a better all-round player, isn't he? He's got all the tricks of the trade, and he scores goals as well. He's more mobile than Richarlison. And he doesn't dive on at the top like Richarlison either.
I agree. Anyway, Sandro now playing it down to Vinicius Junior. Plays a little ball inside. Casemiro's lost the ball. And Serbia are breaking now down the right-hand side. Poor defending that again from Brazil. And Mitrovic in the middle. And Alisson comes out and claims the ball. That's the first time, really, that it's been right on the head of Mitrovic there. But Alisson commanding again, Billy.
Yeah, it just didn't have enough power in it, did it? It was more floaty than whipped in, and Alisson came out and claimed it and got a bit of a buffet in from Mitro in the process. But yeah, good goalkeeping.
Indeed. But that's the first time we've really seen a ball that's heading for Mitrovic, and again, just proven how. I mean, Foxy just mentioned it there. The fullbacks not very good defensively, and that was proven again there. Terrible play. What a ball that is! No, it's not. It's headed away from. I thought it was a brilliant ball there from Silva, but it wasn't. It was aimed, of course, for Rafinha, they're not necessarily just targeting the left-hand side, Brazil, are they, to Vinicius? No. They are using Rafinha a lot as well.
Yeah, they spread him all over the pitch, don't they? They've got quality on both flanks. It's hard to defend against, but they're managing it so far.
Absolutely. Neymar plays it out to Casemiro. No, that's Santos. Out to Vinicius. No, that's... My God, it's so difficult to pick these Brazil players out when they're moving around like they are. Incredible stuff. Anyway, this is definitely Silva on the ball into Neymar. Neymar tries again, tries to go through two Serbians and they're having nothing of it, but the Serbia have lost the ball there again, trying to just dribble in a dangerous area. And here come the Brazilians. Rafinha is out on the right here.
When they win the ball back, there's no one in front of them, is there? That's the problem Serbia have got.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, Mitrovic, he's not sort of the paciest player in the world, is he?
No.
But here's Danilo now into Paqueta. Paqueta goes into Rafinha. Nice ball into Neymar. Neymar plays it back to Thiago Silva. Silva, beautiful ball. Right, ball. Oh, what a great bit of goalkeeping that was by Mitrovic. He's gone out again and cleared it. Superb goalkeeping again. What a ball from Silva.
It was fantastic and great anticipation for the Serbian keeper there, sweepy keeper.
Absolutely. Brazil have got on with it. And the referee has decided that is a free kick. I mean,
soft.
This referee seems to be a little bit Brazilian bias here, Billy. I don't know about you, but certainly the free kicks, what a ball that was by Silva, but great goalkeeping. Very alert.
Great vision from Silva. Vinicius is in there, but brilliant from the keeper. Did really well.
Yeah, he read that one very well and obviously won the ball. But Brazil certainly getting the nod here when it comes to decisions. No doubt about that. Tom says pronunciations is the same with ads for years. We happily say Citron, and IKEA. Then suddenly they spring Citroën and IKEA. The latest is Skoda. Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, Skoda. It's not Skoda anymore. It's Skoda. Yeah.
Sean Connery's always said it like that.
Exactly, he has. I'll shit in the back seat of a Skoda. Anyway, Brazil take the free kick short. And here's Neymar. And again, it's way off. And out for a Serbian throw in. Just lacking that little finish of Brazil at the minute. I mean, you know, that ball from Silva was wonderful. And Milinkovic-Savic was onto it in a shot, Billy.
Yeah, he was. But the stuff from out wide it's not so good, is it? The crossing in. It's not been great from the flanks, even though they're threatening. But the through ball through from the centre half, and Casemiro did what he did the same.
Yeah,
that seems to be the one that's cutting the Serbians open.
Anyway, it's a throw into Serbia midway through the Serbian half. And they get rid of it rather quickly there, but pretty much to nobody. Brazil just getting a bit of a stranglehold, you feel, on this game at the minute, Billy?
Definitely.
Starting to sway that way, isn't it?
Yeah, Serbia are panicking every time they get the ball. They've got no outlet, see. Like you say, Mitrovic won't run the channels or anything. So if it's not in his direction, it's coming straight back.
Rachel says France are looking like the World Cup winners so far in this competition.
They were very good tonight.
Here comes Marquinhos. I like the way that Gary Neville said before the Spain game, he doesn't see them scoring many goals because they've got nobody up front and then they go and bang 7 in. I mean, listen, Costa Rica were poor. I mean, dear me. Even Morata scored. That's how bad Costa Rica are. Santos on the left for Brazil now. Casemiro again looking for the run of Rafinha. Rafinha's got there, nods it back across. It's good defending, and Brazil have another corner. So far, the Serbian centre-backs have done the job and are keeping everything Brazil are throwing at them out. But there's definitely a sway in this game here.
Yeah, Brazil have definitely took control now, haven't they?
Absolutely. And you can see if Brazil get one, it may become very difficult for Serbia to stop a few more going in. But it's another corner, which is going to be floated in from when the pictures go on. No, it's Neymar again, but it's a terrible corner from Neymar. Absolutely. I mean, a player of his caliber taking a corner like that is pretty damn awful. Chippers is wondering if Stevie Wonder cut Richarlison's hair. There's been some very interesting haircuts in this World Cup. I'll give you that. Neymar goes short this time into Paqueta. Lovely back heel from Paqueta. Back to Neymar. And again, really alert goalkeeping from Milinkovic-Savic there as Thiago Silva went flying in. Look at that back heel. That's proper Brazilian samba stuff.
He looks offside to me.
I thought it was as well, yeah. Now Serbia suddenly breaking forward. The referee's allowed play to go on. I mean,
He's
come on,
He's got to
referee.
go back there, surely.
I mean, it's no wonder people think there's something fishy going on with the referee today.
Good
wow.
Lord.
I mean,
he had about 0.3 of a second advantage there.
He tried to stay on his feet the first time when he was fouled, and then he just got cleaned out. And here come Brazil again with Vinicius, and the referee has pulled it back for a free kick to Brazil.
No way.
Wow.
It was clean through as well. Oh, it's a throw-in. It's gone out of play.
Have to say, the referee hasn't been the greatest in this first half. Now, what's he blown for now? He has given a free kick, Billy.
Ridiculous. It was clean through.
That's terrible. I mean, god-awful referee in that.
I think the referee's actually from Iran. No joke. All joking aside, he is actually from Iran.
Is he really?
He is.
Dear God. Anyway, Brazil have it with Paqueta. Inside now. Back to Paqueta. Again, trying to take two Serbians on, and they're not having it. They're certainly willing to get stuck in, the Serbians, and there goes Santos rolling forward. It was a tackle. Get up your bell end. I don't like that, Billy. It's a good tackle. There's nothing wrong with him. Won the ball. Good hard tackle. Get in, son.
It's a great tackle.
Certainly is. Anyway, Santos has suddenly recovered and got the ball. Casemiro now for Brazil, playing it wide out to Thiago Silva. Silva goes back in again. It looks like... I've frozen here, Billy.
I think it was Paqueta. Now it's on the far side of Delino. And now it's Vinicius having a go at the Serbian defence. Little back flick didn't work. Back to Danilo again. Cross comes in, looking for a Brazilian header. Headed away from Serbia. And Brazil claim it back again. It's all one-way traffic this at the minute.
Yeah, there's a swing in the pendulum.
Definitely, absolutely. You back on now?
No, you keep going, Billy.
Okay, Serbia breaking now. Mitrovic has it, but very slow. Chested it, taken away from him from Marquinhos, and now it's with Thiago Silva, striding into the Serbian half, looking for a pass. He's got one in front of him there with Richarlison. Out wide then to Rafinha. Cross comes in, missed by Richarlison and cleared. Mitrovic gets it this time, but the touch ain't great, but he does manage to give it to a Serbian colleague who then loses out. Now Brazil can build from deep once again with Marquinhos in the centre circle for Brazil.
I like Coffee says the referee who blew the whistle early at the AFCON was also the referee for Belgium against Canada today. Yeah, I saw that. Foxy reckons Brazil will get a penalty in this game.
Very chance of it.
Yeah.
Brazil pushing now. Rafinha has it wide on this right-hand side. Cuts inside. Little ball inside for Paqueta. 1-2. Great ball. Rafinha's in. Straight at the keeper. First great chance there. First big chance of the game. Should have scored. Great 1-2 with Paqueta from Rafinha, but shot straight at the goalkeeper.
I'm back on now, Billy. I've just seen a replay of Rafinha. I'm at 34-30.
Oh, I'm behind you then.
What you on?
And I'll get to 34-30. Let's get to 34-40 with both right. What, 34-40?
Right. Danilo with a throw in for Brazil here, deep inside their own half. And still it is 0-0. Serbia would love to get to half time at 0-0, and then anything could happen in the second half, quite honestly. But Brazil haven't really done anything to deserve the lead. I mean, yeah, they've had a bit more possession the last 10, 15 minutes, but here comes Serbia. Oh, that's a late tackle again. And again, nothing from the referee. I mean, this is going to frustrate Serbia. That looked like a very late tackle. We're seeing it again here, Billy. Nowhere near the ball.
Oh, I think Marquinhos got a boot on it, but Paqueta certainly didn't, and that's where the foul came from.
I tell you what, yeah, questions are going to be asked by the Serbians about this referee, but Neymar driving forward, and he tries to play in Vinicius Jr., and Vinicius very frustrated. I'm not sure whether the Serbian got anything on that to knock it back to the goalkeeper, but it wasn't a great ball from Neymar. Anyway, Milinkovic-Savic now plays it out from the back, and Serbia build again. Long ball played towards Mitrovic. Mitrovic, lovely little knockdown. And again, what a ball that is out of the right-hand side. Serbia really coming at the Brazil here. Can they get a ball into the box that is good enough to be that's nice football. Cross comes in. Again, it's deep this time, and it's headed behind. And the referees give a goal kick. Again, not the greatest header.
No. It was a floated cross, wasn't it?
Should have maybe tried to nod that back across.
Probably.
Rather than go for goal from that angle. When you're going up against Neymar in the air, you've got a real chance. But Brazil played out from the back this time. Long ball played forward towards Rafinha. Intercepted. And a misjudgment there by Casemiro. And here comes Serbia again. Little 1-2s. Nice little one-touch football, but just give Brazil that couple of seconds to get men back there. Serbia are giving this a go. There's no doubt about it, though. They are willing to go and attack when they've got an opportunity to. But at the minute, they're just playing it across the back line. Nothing really...
Neymar ain't happy about that decision.
No, certainly not. He's looking a bit perplexed. To be fair, mate, you've had a few dodgy free kicks so far for your side. It's only a throw in. Paul Galland, good evening to you. Very, very sorry to hear about your man, mate. Really sad news. Really sad news. But we hope you're okay and the family's okay. Someone on Facebook's just put Mitrovic for a hat-trick. Well, he needs to have a chance first.
I think you need some help up front with him. I think him on his own is not helping him. He needs someone to run off him or just to create a bit of disturbance in the defence. Dummy runs and stuff. Because he's been
it could be their tactics, of course. It could be their tactics for the first half, just to not to concede. I think is their main priority in the first half. But given the way this game's gone and the way Brazil's defence look, I think that could be changed around a little bit in the second half. Anyway, Marquinhos now for Brazil. Into Neymar. Neymar to Paqueta. Didn't really come off there. Danilo now for Brazil. He gives it to Neymar again, who was trying to really run the show. Trying to get on the ball as much as he possibly can here. Danilo plays it all the way back to Marquinhos. Is he going to go back to Alisson? No, he turns. Serbia coming out. Casemiro back to Marquinhos. Again, the frustrating Brazil, Billy.
Yep, no one open, is there? At all. Out wide here there is. That's better.
Yeah, they've got an opportunity here now. Santos plays it back to Silva. Silva's got Danilo over on the far side. Rafinha was just in a bit of space there because the Serbian defender came out to try and intercept the ball. Now Rafinha's got it. He can play this down the line nicely. That looked a bit offside to me, but Paqueta swings it in. Great defending again. Beautiful ball in from Paqueta. But now Serbia have a chance to break. Are they going to break very quickly, or are they going to just sit back and hold the ball a bit more? They're going to do that. They're just going to play it around, and it's going to go back to the goalkeeper. I think there's an opportunity here for them, Billy, if they really went for it and had a go.
Definitely.
But they just seem a bit reluctant now just to push Brazil.
They're scared of pushing out too far and getting caught on the counter, aren't they? That's what's the problem.
Yeah. But again, they've got an opportunity here. It was a poor header from Santos there. Again, not really any... It just seems like the fullbacks make funny decisions for Brazil. They really do. I mean, that should have been nodded out of play, but instead he just nodded it back to a Serbian, which is very strange. Serbia very, very happy just to sit with the ball, knock it around. We've got 5 minutes of the normal time left in the first half. Still 0-0 here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this watch-along. Do hit the like button. Do subscribe if you're new to the channel. And, of course, you can donate to the channel if you wish by hitting the $sign at the bottom of the live comments. Again, Serbia run out of room, give the ball away. And, again, long ball. What a pass that is, looking for Vinicius Jr. He's got onto it. Big chance here for Vinicius. He's put it wide. He's claiming a corner, but it's not going to be. And, again, that's just what he can do, Billy. Just causing, I mean, I'm not sure what kind of defending that was, but a poor finish.
He cleared it into his own face, I think. Yeah, he did.
He did. Wow. Wow. He should have just booted that into the stands, to be fair. And you can see what Vinicius actually, it was a corner.
It was fairness. A corner, yeah. It was.
He did try. Vinicius just tried to curl that round the goalkeeper on the half volley there. And Milinkovic, credit to him, he got back.
Look where Richarlison was there, the centre forward. He was stood on bloody Vinicius Junior's toes. Ridiculous.
Yeah, he was.
Centre forward play.
Absolutely.
Serbia on attack now.
Ball in towards Mitrovic, just too high. That's the kind of ball that Mitro will thrive on, though, Billy. Whipped in like that.
That's the best one yet.
I think Silva's down. He's grabbing his chest. I'm not sure whether he's had a run-in with Mitro there as they went for the ball. But Silva's got to expect that. You know, that ball in. I mean, Mitrovic did nothing there. Obviously, the old bones of Silva deciding that it's a little bit uncomfortable for him. But Brazil pinned back here with Neymar, and that's a blatant push by Zivkovic. And Mitrovic was not happy with his colleague there. Had a right go at him. Said, what the hell are you pushing him for? He's going nowhere. And Brazil have an easy opportunity now to clear the ball. A couple of minutes left of the first half. We'll see shortly how much bizarre injury time is going to be added on here. There hasn't really been any stoppages, to be fair, has there? So I can't see there been a lot.
Trainers haven't been on, so yeah, you'd think a couple of minutes tops, wouldn't you? Probably be about 15 minutes now in this World Cup.
Well, it wouldn't surprise us. But again, a poor clearance from Danilo and almost got caught out there. He's having to thrash the ball away. I mean, Richarlison's done nothing in this first half. He's done absolutely nothing. He's hardly been involved in this game. Here's Neymar. Again, 4 players over him, but he does brilliantly to get rid of them and plays it out to Rafinha. Rafinha, he goes down the right-hand side, cuts back, and I think that went out before.
He's given a corner. That's a goal kick all day long. It's already out of play, isn't it?
Corner, surely.
I think he pointed to the corner. Whether he gives it or not, he's got some jump.
Rafinha clearly runs it out of play.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a goal kick. Brilliant from
Neymar. That was clever from Neymar. That he had 4 guys on him, and again stayed very strong there. Just little touches of the ball, jumping over the sliding tackles, and playing it out to Rafinha. That was much better from Neymar. J-Lo Broski, yes, we're watching on streams because I don't have a TV in this office. So you're a minute ahead on the BBC. Somebody else that's watching the BBC is a minute behind us. So make of that what you will. It just depends what you're watching it on. So just pause it if you can. Wait till we catch up and then go from there. I like coffee says, I like this Neymar that does not dive. Yeah. Listen, it's a different Neymar, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Not cheating, just getting on with the game and being very positive. But Serbia are the ones that attack. Oh, just couldn't control the ball there. Real opportunity. You just feel, Billy, that Serbia have got to make something of these chances because, you know, Brazil are really starting to hound them a little bit as the first half's gone on.
Yeah, Brazil have got the main control of the game, but Serbia look a threat whenever they get the ball too. So it's hard to predict who's going to win this game if indeed anyone does.
Yeah. It looks like Paqueta and Casemiro have swapped sides again. Here's Paqueta. He's got Casemiro in support here. He's got Rafinha on the outside. Rafinha now. Lovely little step over the ball there. Plays it out all the way out to the left-hand side to Santos. Santos breaks forward now for Brazil, out to the left to Vinicius Junior. Again, looking to have a run. He's got Neymar inside. Good defending again from Serbia. And that will keep frustrating Brazil. That final ball, in goes Richarlison, and it's a throw-in to Serbia.
1 minute of injury time. That's more like it.
Wow. Well, I think that's the first 1 minute of injury time we've seen in the World Cup, Billy, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it is.
George, good evening to you. He says, sorry I'm late. Long queue at the chip shop. Well, you enjoy your fish and chips, buddy. David says, evening, chaps. Do you think Capacha would get into the Brazil side?
No.
Swiftly answered. Swiftly answered. Here's Marquinhos for Brazil. Plays it to Danilo. Danilo will go back over to Silva, who in turn will go to Santos. Santos now breaking over the halfway line for Brazil. Cuts it back in to Casemiro. Casemiro back to Silva. Again, Brazil being patient. But that is the 1 minute, and that is half time. And Serbia, well, Billy, doing well.
There have been a couple of minor scares, but nothing really kind of clear cut. There was one shot from Rafinha that was straight at the keeper that probably should have scored. But apart from that, they've kept them at bay pretty well. I think they defended quite well. They've frustrated Brazil, and I think that's the game plan. Maybe 17 minutes, have a little bit of a go.
Yeah, indeed. Malcolm says, if it's still 0-0 at 80 minutes, I bet there will be some diving. Well, you don't know. I mean, this may be a new look Brazil. You just don't know. Julie J says Neymar plays well when he's not rolling around. Absolutely. I think he's probably been the standout player for Brazil.
Definitely, everything's gone through him that's been good. Him and Rafinha and Vinicius Junior, obviously, are the three major threats. Richarlison's done little to nothing all game. He's just stood there, and
he's been so poor. I think they get much, like you said, midway through the half. I think they get much more out of Gabriel Jesus than what they will him.
Definitely.
Ian Fleming, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. He says my prediction for a few goals looks a bit of a lull. Yes, it does at the minute, which is very surprising because I think if there was one thing we were expecting today, Billy, it was goals.
Yeah, we were. Again, Serbia have been very, very resolute at the back, haven't they? They haven't given them any chance. So, yeah, let's see what happens in the second half. But at a minute, Serbia are holding strong and fair play to them.
Yep. J-Lo says, what's the plan with TTR Friday tomorrow as the England game's on? Are you doing it before or after or not at all? There'll be no TTR Friday tomorrow because obviously we've got the live commentary of the England game. So no TTR Friday tomorrow. Kapacha got into the Brazil team a year before they won the World Cup.
Yeah, they did.
Wes says Jesus and Bruno need to come on. Davidson would expect Brazil to step it up a few gears. Second half, Bruno magic might be required if it's still 0-0 on the hour. Christina says, what's the score? 0-0. Ian McKenna says Brazil is struggling. I'm not so much saying they're struggling, just that little final ball just isn't there at the minute. Ian says, good evening, Toonaholics. Hope you're all well and I've had a good day. Ian says, this is setting up nicely for Bruno to steal the show. You never know. You never know. Anyway, looking a bit forward to tomorrow night, Billy, and of course, England against the USA, which is live commentary on this channel, of course, from 6:30 tomorrow night. And Billy, it looks like Kane's going to be fit after all, which obviously for all the Callum Wilson fans, it's a little disappointing. But I suppose when you look at it from an England point of view, the need... whatever you say, the England players all speak very highly of Harry Kane and the way he captains the side. So, obviously, for an England point of view, it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think we get the 3 points tomorrow, though, and I'm sure they'll rest him for the Wales game. I'm absolutely certain that's what's going to happen. If we've qualified already, we'll see Callum Wilson play the Wales game, which, could be a bit of a feisty one if Wales need the points too. So it won't be a friendly kind of game at all, will it? So. Might see him in a better light, Wilson, but I think I'm glad that Kane will be playing tomorrow because everything revolves around him. More of an assister than a scorer in this team at the minute. Yeah.
Do you think that Wales, obviously, with the point they got against the USA, the likelihood is that if they beat Iran tomorrow, they move to 4 points. England, obviously, if they beat the USA, move to 6. So there's still going to be a battle of who wins the group, I guess.
That's true. That's true. I thought that.
And it's going to come down to as well, because even if we beat the USA tomorrow, they could thump Iran and get through on goal difference. So still a lot to play for in the group.
Well, especially if we only draw with the USA, there could well be 3 teams on 4 points going into the final game, couldn't there? Only 2 teams qualified. So, it certainly won't be a friendly then. I'm sure Harry Kane will probably play then. So,
yeah, I'd expect us to beat the USA, though, Billy, in all honesty. I know they went at Wales in the first half, but Wales made that change at half time when they brought on Kiefer Moore. And, the USA team didn't look they looked a shadow of the first half team, which was strange.
Well, if they're struggling to hold down Kiefer Moore, they're going to have no chance against Harry Kane. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. I don't expect. I really don't expect England to have any problems at all, to be honest. But we will see. Chipper says Brazil are missing J7. David says also, which country has impressed you the most during the first round of matches? Spain, or huge game for my Welsh lads tomorrow morning. Spain were impressive, but on the flip side of that, Costa Rica were god awful. I just don't know what Costa Rica. I mean, they've got some decent players in that squad, but Spain just overran them. But we'll see what Spain are made of when they come up against a better team, because Spain are a very youthful side, and we'll just have to wait and see with Spain. It's very difficult to say which team's caught your eye so far after these first round of games, because I don't think anybody's really stood out. I mean, France did well despite their injuries. France, I mean, I love Olivier Giroud. I think he's one of the most underrated strikers that there's been. Even when he was at Arsenal, I still think he was underrated. I just think he's a fantastic player. So France for me, probably. But I don't think there's anybody that's... I mean, you could say England, beating Iran 6-2. So maybe France, Spain, and England from the first set of games, because certainly we haven't seen anything from the bigger nations in the first round, Billy.
Netherlands weren't too bad either. Portugal were okay today in spells, but I think their defence is going to let them down. But yeah, I think France have been a standout for me, certainly.
And of course, everybody thought when Benzema got injured that was it for France. But of course, when you've got Mbappe, you've got a chance in every game. And as I say, Olivier Giroud probably, doesn't give you what Benzema gives you, but then you could argue that Giroud gives you something different to what Benzema does. And certainly when you've got Mbappe providing you've always got a chance. And you've got
Griezmann
other players. Sorry?
Griezmann as well.
Griezmann.
Antoine Griezmann. Yeah. So they're a good side, France. But the thing is, no matter who's fit and injured, Giroud's still in that side, whoever's fit and injured or injured.
Yeah.
He's always in the side.
And of course, he's now... Is he level, or has he... Yeah, he's level with Thierry Henry, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or has he just gone one past him? I'm not sure. I think he's level. So that says something as well. But we'll see. Ian says, England, best team I've seen so far. Bradley says, hello, lads and lasses. Limited edition training top back on sale at the Toon shop. Yes, it is, but expect that delivery for Christmas 2024. Is Bruno in the team, Paula, Billy? No, he's not. He's on the bench, and I would think we will see him at some point. Troll says, I don't want to see Wilson on the field against Wales. If it turns into a tackle match, Wilson is highly likely to get injured. We can't think like that, though, Trolls, because you've got to think of how Callum Wilson's feeling. Callum Wilson will want to take part in that World Cup. He want to be on the pitch, and I know it's a worry for us as Newcastle United fans, but we've just got to just hope he gets some England games. And he makes a real name for himself at the World Cup, because that's what he want to do. Rachel says, oh, bless your wares for correcting the spell. Not many people realize they spell my name wrong. It is. Rachel spells so many different ways. Foxy says, it just worries me that we put in a performance like we did against Scotland in the Euros. We should be comfortably beating the Gringos. Yes, we should. And but listen, what worried me today, Billy, I don't know whether you've seen Southgate's interview, and they were asking him if he was going to keep the same formation. And he was like, well, we just have to look at each opposition separately and all of this crap. And I'm thinking, oh, no. And then talking about how much pace the Americans have. And I'm thinking, don't you friggin' dare go to a back five against the USA.
Absolutely not. The blueprint for tomorrow's game should have been on Monday. And if he changes from that, then he wants shooting.
Yeah, absolutely. Tom says the lack of TTR Friday tied in with England, the USA, and Thanksgiving means missing on Yanks or no thanks, where we have to guess who are real Americans from made-up ones.
Good idea, that, Tom. I hadn't thought of that one.
It is actually, yeah. Ian says, can't the BBC pronounce Paqueta properly? Well, don't listen to them. This is where the commentary's at. You can have it on the TV and listen to the commentary. Let's have a look. Novak says, no Anthony spins or we get angry. Mark says 3-0 USA tomorrow and Kane's sent off. Dream on, Mark. Dream on. Truls has said that the Saudis have impressed me the most, to be honest. Look, you have to praise Saudi for the way they performed against Argentina, especially going a goal down. Everybody thought, oh, God, they're goal down. Argentina will just run over them. They didn't allow that to happen. And then there was Japan against Germany as well, going a goal down. But they didn't put their heads down, and they came back and scored 2 wonderful goals themselves. Do you think these, like the likes of Argentina, Germany, Billy, are they as good as people say? Or do you think they're being found out and maybe that Argentina, again, are focusing too much on Messi?
I think they definitely are. The left to leave Martinez on the bench was, to me, ridiculous. Been the most informed striker this year, this past calendar year. To keep him on the bench was mad to me. Argentina can still qualify, as can Germany, but Germany may have to beat Spain to do so. So
that's going to be a huge game. Absolutely huge game. Germany against Spain, which is, I think they played in this next round, don't they? They play each other, which is going to be in the next round of games is going to be very interesting. Tony says Costa Rica were the worst for me, even worse than Qatar. Spacebar says Costa Rica missing Paulo Wanchope. Yes.
They've got a Mackham in the side as well, haven't they? They've got a Mackham in the side.
Yes, they have. They have, which is probably why they're so bad. Jan says this is going to end bad for Brazil, I believe. Ian says Giroud is still a goat. Tony says the Saudis were well drilled. They were, and you could tell that. And look, I think it's because we don't see a lot of these teams, Billy, right? We don't see a lot of them. We don't see a lot of Japan. We don't see, the likes of Saudi Arabia, international level, or any of those teams, for example. And when we see them in a World Cup like this, we're always surprised. But, Iran, for me, we beat them 6-2, the 20th in the world. I mean, what these FIFA rankings, though, Billy, do we really pay any attention to them?
No, because Iran have got their rankings on the back of a qualifying period against poor sides, really. But Saudi Arabia, obviously, a Middle East World Cup.
Yeah.
They're going to be up for it. And they played really well the other day, didn't they? They were superb. Got some good players too, Saudi Arabia.
They have.
Al-Dosari looks a hell of a player.
Yeah. Ian McKenna says England were the best team I've seen so far. Barbara says Neymar's a bit selfish, methinks.
Just a little bit.
He always has been, though. But I think he's done all right in the first half.
He's not as bad as he was.
I like Coffee says nice to see Japanese fans and players cleaning up and leaving everything tidy after the game. Yeah, even when they're not playing, which is staggering, really. But I guess that's how they're brought up in Japan, aren't they, Billy? It's very much like that over there. That
I'm hoping Japan play the next game in this house.
I think we could all say that, Billy, to be honest. Rachel says she's just seen the Ronaldo penalty. Pathetic. It was a very, very soft penalty. Mark says Giroud has now scored 1 more than Thierry Henry. Ian says Faustino Asprilla back in the day, memories of almost signing for Darlington. I shook his hand at the game. He got paraded at Feetham's. I remember that. It was never, ever, ever, ever.
Was that like the George Reynolds thing, was it?
George Reynolds, man. He was the most bizarre man you've ever met. Of course, built the Darlington arena expecting, Darlow to get 25,000, 30,000 fans. It was never going to happen. He did some good things for the club, but he did some wrong things as well. And it ended up going really bad in the long run. Jan says, so far, Japan were impressive for me. Ian says, I would have loved to have had Giroud play for us. Too old now, unfortunately.
He's not, is he? Because he's never had the pace in the first place. So
he's never been a pacey footballer. He's always just been in the right place. No, and listen, I think he's still got a few years left in him. He's playing well in Serie A, so why not? I like Coffee says the Japanese players left origami birds as souvenirs after cleaning the dressing room. Wow. In terms of performance, Tunisia impressed me the most result-wise, the Saudis and Japan. Yeah, Tunisia weren't bad, actually. Just didn't really go for them. I Like Coffee says, John Sinclair's pronunciation of Paqueta is top notch. Paqueta with an Italian accent. Oh, dear me. David says, all Welsh fans knew Moore had to start that match. As soon as he came on alongside Brennan Johnson, USA were all over the shop. Also, Bale and Ramsey are way off match fitness, but have special moments. Well, I don't know how Aaron Ramsey's way off match fitness, to be honest, or Bale, because they've been playing regular football. Ramsey's been playing regular football for Nice, and Bale's out there in Los Angeles. So I'm not sure they're short of that much match fitness. The players are about to come back out for the second half. Tony says this is probably Wilson's last chance at the World Cup. We can't take that away from him, to be honest. Exactly. Spacebar then says Giroud is level with Henry. So I thought they were level. Shane says Saudi Arabia and Japan were simply underappreciated by everyone because they're not European or South American. That's a good point. That's a good point. I think people have been looking at possibly the wrong nations at the minute as to who's got the really talented. And you've got to think, Billy, as well, you know, maybe they're not the star individuals like certain countries have, but what they are doing is they're playing as a team, and you don't necessarily need standout individuals if you play as a team.
And in Saudi's case, they've got everything in their favour, haven't they? The climate, they're suited, they're used to it. Probably the pitches and, you know, just that way of life over there, which our players are maybe struggling to, or European players might be struggling to get accustomed to. They're already ready for it. So, yeah, they could go quite a bit away in Saudi Arabia. And Japan, of course, which have done well before in the World Cup, haven't they? They've got some good players.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have. Anyway, we are ready for kickoff in the second half. In fact, we're underway in the second half.
Yeah. What you got, 45-15?
I will tell you in just uno momento, Billy. Uno momento. 45, 22, 23, 24, 25.
I'm about a second ahead, I think.
All right, that's all right. That's fine. Anyway, we are underway. And that is a terrible giveaway. And Brazil should have taken the lead. Neymar misses a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Awful play from Serbia. And it's rebounded out for a throw-in. That was terrible. What on earth happened there? In fact, it was Rafinha, wasn't it?
Yeah, the keeper made amends. He made a terrible error, didn't he? But he didn't make amends.
What on earth was the keeper thinking there, Bill?
Lord knows. Lord knows. But he did make amends, as I say, luckily for him.
He's actually looked okay, this goalkeeper, apart from that stinking error he's just made there. Ian, thanks for another £5 super chat, mate. He says, I hope CCV plays against England tomorrow. As he plays for my other club, Celtic, did not realise he could have played for England.
Well, he could have done if he was good enough, and he ain't.
Yeah, unfortunately, for the player. But at the moment, Brazil just knocking it about here. At the back, it's currently with Thiago Silva. He's got Santos in support, but he decides to go back to Marquinhos. Marquinhos just holds it up, plays it inside to Casemiro, who plays a first-time ball. Paqueta tried to dummy that and let that roll onto Rafinha. It didn't happen. Played away by Milinkovic-Savic again. Well won in the air by Casemiro. Brazil trying to get a clamp on the ball straight away, but unfortunately for them, Serbia come out with a poor play, and they've lost it. Now Richarlison, first time we've really seen him run at this defence in this game. He goes down, and finally the referee decides to play on. Richarlison, of course, rolling down injured, as he always does, the cheating get. There was no reason to stay down there, was there, Billy? I mean, he just got crowded out.
Yeah, he just kept running and kept running. Had no idea of passing the ball. He just wanted to keep running, and eventually the amount of numbers on him, he lost the ball and then fell over. Poor play.
He's such a drama queen, isn't he? He is such a drama queen. Absolute monumental bell end. Just play football, man, for God's sake. Santos now goes back inside to Casemiro. Casemiro plays it up to Richarlison. Richarlison plays it back to Casemiro. Casemiro's got men to the right-hand side. Here they come. Played inside. This is an opportunity again. Just running out of space there. Paqueta. And Serbia win the ball back. A nice bit of play by Mitrovic there. Superb work from Mitro. And breaking away again comes Serbia. But again, Billy, they don't have them. They don't have the players making the runs. And eventually they just get crowded out.
Yeah, every time.
They wanted a free kick there and they didn't get one. And here comes Neymar for Brazil. Opportunity here. Oh, he scythed down outside the box. He was nowhere near the ball. And indeed, a yellow card is perfectly the right call. Guidelli there, absolutely awful. Awful tackle.
Well, with that man burn, he deserves a red card.
Well, he took one for the team there. Neymar stayed down, but this time I'm not surprised because that was a horrible tackle. Really no intention of winning the ball.
Ooh, you know what?
That's nasty.
You don't want to be taking one for the team there with Brazil, though, do you? Let's be fair. Brazil are renowned for these free kicks.
Chance. We're just seeing Rafinha again miss that opportunity. What an opportunity it was.
It was
terrible.
again. It was man, but it wasn't goalkeeper.
He's had a very dodgy second half so far, but good goalkeeping. Stayed really big there. And was difficult for Rafinha to get the ball over the top of him. So who is going to take this? I would think Neymar, Billy.
Well, there's sport for choice, aren't they? Neymar, Rafinha. Good Lord, they've got this really sport for choice.
I've seen Paqueta hit a few free kicks in his time as well out in France.
Just the two over it, though. Just looks like Neymar and Rafinha are the only two over it.
Yeah, this is going to be Neymar. I'm under no illusion this is going to be Neymar. Really dangerous part of the game for Serbia. And again, Serbia put the man lying down on the grass behind the wall.
I'm not sure he's needed, actually, in this situation.
No, this could be going into the top corner here.
I'm thinking near post.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Here we go. Nope, the referee's not happy. Telling the Brazil players to pull out, to move out a little bit. Neymar dripping in sweat. Just about to hit this. Here he comes. Oh, just clipped the top of the wall and goes out for a corner. You could tell where that was heading, though, had that got over the wall.
Ooh.
Good defending, though. Good defending. Which, to be fair to Serbia, Billy, we've said that a few times in this game so far.
They've been very disciplined, haven't they, in the main?
Another corner, which Neymar will take. Oh, flicked on. Chance. And again, it's deflected. Great defending. Neymar plays it across and it's hammered away. There's a Serbian down in the box. And the ball goes out to play. And I think he's took one in the throat. Just seeing a replay of this. No, the ball hit him in the chin. I mean, come on.
Oh, it's pretty close. He wasn't expecting it, was he?
Just seeing the free kick again. It was good defending that. The wall jumped and made the... he's all right. He's not getting the trainer on. I don't think we've seen the physios on in this game, have we, Billy?
Not yet.
Anyway, they have a throw, which Santos is going to take on the left-hand side. Neymar touches it back to Santos, who goes all the way back to Thiago Silva, who may have to go back to Alisson here, but he turned very well there. That was brilliant play from Silva. Just kept very calm on the ball and then just played it across to Marquinhos, who then gives it to Danilo. Danilo back to Marquinhos. Marquinhos launches one towards Vinicius on the left-hand side. Vinicius has gone down there. I'm not sure what the hell he's trying to get there. I mean, both players just watching the ball go out for a throw-in, and Vinicius just throws himself to the floor.
The referee didn't buy that one, did he? That's all.
Oh, I mean, come on. That's pathetic. Don't want to see diving like that. Paqueta wins a header. Here's Richarlison. Back to Paqueta. He's got Rafinha on the other side. And it took a really heavy touch, but a brilliant tackle again from the Serbian. And you know what it is? They've defended so well in these last-ditch tackles, haven't they?
Yeah.
But Brazil started... Sorry?
They won't be very happy having to make last-ditch tackles, but the ones they have made have been fantastic.
And now Paqueta's gone down, waving his finger around, holding the coccyx area. Of course, that lower back, but he did kind of put that is really good play by Paqueta.
I don't see how he's got himself hurt, to be honest.
No, I think he's just twisted his back, hasn't he? I don't think it was a foul on him. I just think when he was twisting there, he just felt a little twinge in his back. But Brazil have started like they mean business this second half, Billy. They're a lot more on top than they were at the beginning of the first.
Yeah, Serbia definitely pinned back now, aren't they? And there's no out ball for them ever. I'll say that. They've got one now. No, they haven't.
No, poor touch again. and sends Silva away. Silva out to Vinicius Jr. Oh, he's got around him. Great play from Vinny Jr. here, down to the byline, and he cuts inside. He's still going, crosses it in, and a flying effort. And then, what the hell was that from Danilo? I have no idea.
It's awful.
Was it a shot? Was it a cross? I mean, what a play from Vinny Jr. though, Billy. Absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant, yeah.
I mean, to be fair to him, he could have gone down a couple of times there, and he stayed on his feet.
He did. Serbia are definitely all in defence mode now, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah.
Hanging on a little bit here.
Brazil looking hungry for a goal. Santos inside now to Neymar. Into Richarlison, looking for the return. It's a poor touch from Richarlison, and Serbia get it clear. I think Brazil have to make a change up front, Billy. He's offering nothing, is Richarlison.
It's every time, isn't it? Every time the ball goes near him, the move breaks down.
I mean, at the minute, he's looking like Brazil's Chris Wood.
Yeah.
Danilo now, who I have no idea what he was doing a minute ago with that shot cross. Just kind of threw his foot at it, and it didn't really go anywhere.
Just threw his leader, didn't he?
Yeah. But Brazil really, really looking hungry here. And again, but Serbia, when they've got to make a tackle, Billy, they're doing it. But now there's a chance for Brazil moving forward here. Vinny Jr. on the left again. Cuts it back across and just wide from Neymar. He just tried to gently guide that into the top corner. Good football again from Brazil. Great movement from Neymar, just pulling off the defender, Billy, and just wide.
It was all good there. The pass from Vinny Jr. was absolutely outstanding. Like you say, the movement of Neymar was superb.
Came off the outside of his foot, didn't it?
Yeah, couldn't wrap his foot around it, could he?
I'm sure if he did, it was 1-0 Brazil, but that was a great move. And I think Serbia are really struggling here the first 10 minutes of the second half. Long goal kick from Milinkovic-Savic, right up the pitch. Sorry, guys, I didn't realize you couldn't see the screen with the score there, but here we go. Brazil clear it again. Good header. Serbia just need a bit of time on the ball here, Billy.
Yeah, there's no outlet for them ever. They need someone up front with Mitrovic to help him, but they're too scared to take someone away from the defence or midfield.
Which you can understand the way Brazil are playing at the moment, can't
you? Absolutely.
Thiago Silva on the ball at the moment. Casemiro. Back to Thiago Silva. Again, never seems to be in a hurry. And a great pass into Neymar. Neymar dragged down, and that is going to be a free kick. The Serbians are furious. Absolutely furious.
He did have his arms all over him, to be fair.
Yeah, he is. He's pulling them back. It's definitely a foul. I don't want to complain about if you're going to make fouls like that, they'll be called. But Man Bun is coming off. Gudeli and Zivkovic are coming off. Ilic is coming on. I'm trying to see who the other guy coming on the pitch is. Hasn't shown anybody yet. Zivkovic doesn't look a happy man at being taken off, but Radonic is coming on, Billy.
Never heard of him. I don't think Sasha Ilic, is it? I don't know if it's Sasha Ilic or not. Fox, you'll know. He's in the chat.
Sasha Ilic, was that not a few years ago, Billy?
It might have been. Yeah, it might have been in the late 90s, actually, one. And I think he was a goalkeeper for Charlton or someone, wasn't he?
He's a canny edge. Listen, it may well be. It may well. You just never know. You never know. Brazil so far haven't made a change. Everybody wanting Bruno on from a Newcastle point of view. Indeed. It's strange that nobody's saying, I hope Bruno doesn't come on in case he gets injured. But Serbia having a go here. Mitrovic very strong there. This is an opportunity. It is to the far post, but good defending by Santos, and it's a corner for Serbia. I believe that's the first one of the game.
I think Tadic did it a bit too late there. I think the lad on his far side was in mark for a while.
Yeah,
Santos got back.
Whip it in a bit quicker. Good, powerful header. Barbara says 0-0 would be a good result for Serbia. Absolutely, it would. Certainly not for Brazil, though. David said, any wine gums tonight, Billy? I can't hear the rappers.
No, none tonight. None tonight. I did have a dime bar, chocolate bar earlier, though.
A dime? Interesting.
Cadbury's chocolate bar with dime bits in it.
Ah, right. Anyway, Serbia's first corner of the game, I believe this is, and it's swung in. Good clearance. There's all sorts of scrambles going on here. And Brazil managed to get it away. Good defending in the end, and Serbia will let that roll out for a throw-in.
Yeah,
caused a few problems, that corner there.
Could be Serbia's best chance for goal, couldn't it? Set pieces.
Yeah. Chipper says Illich saved the penalty against Sunderland at Wembley.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
For Charlton, yes.
I don't think it's him then.
Anyway, Serbia coming back at Brazil again, trying to get a cross in, and will they get another corner here?
I think they did. Oh no, it's give a goal.
No,
kick.
the referee gives a goal kick. Good defending by Danilo. That realised it had come off a Serbian, and just shepherded the ball out for a goal kick. Just seeing the corner again. Tell you what, that was a good corner. But Brazil, they'll be itching to get a goal because the longer this goes on, the more frustrated they're going to get. Neymar again wiped out. He's really getting hammered in this game, to be fair.
Certainly call that one from Tadic.
You know what it is, though? I mean, the Serbian players are having a go at him there, but he was cleaned out. And, you know, I'll be the first one to call Neymar for cheating, but he hasn't in this game. He's just been, since the word go, Billy, they've targeted him, no doubt about it.
Definitely.
Casemiro now is about 35 yards out. He's going to hit one. It's hit the post. What a shot from Casemiro. Brazil trying to follow it up. Danilo gets the ball into the box, and it's cleared only as far as Vinicius Jr. now on the edge of the box. He pulls in on his right, and the shot is way over. What a hit, Billy, from Casemiro.
Fantastic shot. Really was a good shot. Didn't think that he had that in his game. It's a fantastic effort, and
wow.
Keeper's beaten for pace, and it's whacked against the bottom of the post. Brilliant
it
effort.
just bounced just under the keeper, didn't it? Just as perfect place for that ball to bounce. But what a hit!
It's not Casemiro, is it? It's
that's Santos. Wow, it is Santos. Yeah, I thought it was Casemiro.
Alexandro.
It's Yeah, I keep calling him. Why do I keep calling him Santos? It's Sandro. Bollocks. Who cares? It was a hell of a shot anyway. But they still can't get it in the back there. Now Richarlison plays him. What? That's awful. That is awful. I mean, Rafinha was away there and he overhit that pass. How can this Brazil manager not see how god-awful he is?
I think we should call him Serginho from now on. Serginho. That was the 82 weapon that had up front.
Yeah.
He was awful. Probably worse than Richarlison, to be fair.
Well, how about Chris Woodioh?
I'll do. Woodinho.
Woodinho, yeah. Woodinho! Oh, dear. Woodinho up front, yeah. They're not having really much of a chance with him, to be honest. I mean, Jesus must be so frustrated watching this game on the bench thinking, you know what? How is that tool ahead of me? And, of course, a bit of Arsenal-Tottenham rivalry between the two as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So you just know that the Arsenal fans will be screaming why is Richarlison ahead of him.
It beggars belief. It really does.
Sandro again on the left for Brazil. Pushing forward again, but again, looking disciplined. Vinny Jr. now cuts inside. Lovely little ball inside to Casemiro. Casemiro turns. Gives it to Danilo. Danilo rolls it down to Rafinha. Rafinha cuts back in on his left. Great bit of play. Neymar, bit of a heavy touch there.
Straight back
Brazil
level.
win it back. Serbia really under the proverbial cosh here. Here's Paqueta. Lovely little... No, it's Neymar. Lovely play. He's still going. Vinicius Jr., what a save! And it's turned in by bloody Richarlison. Would you believe it?
He might be offside there.
Well, the flag hasn't gone up. Brazil are jumping all over him. I think it's going to be a goal, Billy.
I think they're celebrating like it's a goal, but we'll have to have a look because from when the shot was, Richarlison was certainly ahead of him, whether he was ahead of defenders.
What a shot it was by Vinny Jr., but a brilliant save. But it's just one of them things that's unlucky.
Look at him celebrating like he's the king of the castle. You've been shit for an hour and 2 minutes.
He has. He's been absolutely awful.
We're going to see
I
now.
Can't stand him. Great bit of play by Neymar. And then Vinny just says, I'm hitting this.
Offside, no,
he's well onside.
The tap at the far post might have been.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he's one onside Richarlison. Good save, but unlucky.
So Brazil are in front, ladies and gentlemen. And What are we? 63 minutes gone in the game. It was a great save from the goalkeeper. And Richarlison was a bit quicker than the Serbian defender, which is, I mean, I can't believe he scored.
Well, it's got to change Serbia's way of game now. They're going to have to get someone up with Mitrovic and help him, and let's just see if they do it or not.
Yeah, I've just noticed my clock's not working, Billy. What are we on here?
We're on 63 minutes and 27.
63 minutes and 27. I'm going to put it at 64 on my clock because it slows down during the game for some reason. So there we go. And I'll hit start. Yeah, clock's working now.
You've got 20 seconds on it, so that's good.
Right. Yeah. That's where I like to be, 20 seconds ahead, because it does slow down for some reason. Always giving a free kick to Brazil there. The Serbian bench is absolutely furious. A yellow card comes out again. Tadic is down, holding his neck.
This referee does in a peculiar fashion, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. Thank you, Susan, for letting me know my clock wasn't working. Sasha Lukic is booked. I'm just seeing this again. And I think he's booked for dissent. Yep.
Oh, that's got to be a free.
How is that not a foul on Tadic?
That's got to be a free.
But he gave a free kick to Brazil. I mean, what is this referee on, for God's sake?
That was ridiculous if he's given a free kick to Brazil here. I think he has as well. I think you're right.
And that's why Lukic was furious with the referee, and he's got booked for dissent. I mean, nothing's gone Serbia's way in this game. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Nothing at all has gone Serbia's way.
And it's not the usual set of Brazilian fans we're used to seeing in the crowd, is it, at this World Cup for some strange reason?
No. Another two substitutes. Vlahovic is coming on with Lazovic. Now, it'll be interesting to see, is he keeping Mitrovic on here, or is it just like-for-like replacement? No, it's Lukic and Mladovic coming on. So he's going two up front, Billy. Credit to him.
Well, he's got no choice, really, has he? Unless he's going for damage limitation, but might as well get hungry sheep as a lamb and go for it, I think. Especially with the quality of player that Vlahovic is, of course.
Play back underway. I'm still staggered that was actually a free kick to Brazil. Just bizarre refereeing. But Serbia have had nothing from him in this match, it's fair to say.
That's great defending.
It is. He tried to backheel it off him for a corner, didn't he? But he wasn't having any of that. He wasn't falling for it. Brazil, lovely bit of one-touch football, but just a bit too far for Rafinha there. But now Serbia simply have to come at Brazil. They simply have to. They need something from this game. They are one down to a little tap-in from Wodinho. And it's going to be... listen, Serbia are going to find it difficult. There's no doubt about it. But now they've got Vlahovic on as well. It does give them an option, certainly with any sort of flick-ons from Mitrovic as well.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I think Tadic will probably go wide now.
Well, listen, they've got nothing to lose now. They're a goal down to Brazil. There's nothing to lose. They've done all right to keep it to how it is. But again, just that last little ball, Billy, overhit again. And Brazil have a 2-on-1 here. It's Neymar and Vinny Jr. Great tackle. Fabulous defending. But, Vinny turns him like a... Vinny falls over as he's shooting and it balloons it wide.
He was more Vinny Jones there than Vinny Jr. wasn't he?
He certainly was. Brilliant tackle on Neymar, but then Vinny just rolled the defender and it was all set to blast it in with his left foot. His right foot gives way on him. And, it was a blade of grass, Billy, that he stood on like a chunk of grass, didn't he? Oh, that's a painful one for the Serbian defender there. But a brilliant tackle on Neymar. Neymar is down. I mean, he did get a little knock there, but again... No trainer required. Neymar just gets up. Julie J said, is that the Vlahovic we've been linked with? Yes, it is. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. And if rumours are believed on certain websites about Part X with Isak, which I think is the most bizarre thing I've ever heard. But we'll keep an eye on him. We'll see how he does.
It all depends if Isak's played for Sociedad before he came to us. Because if he has, he's not allowed to, is he?
Well, true. Serbia pushing forward again. They've just got to try and get some balls into the box for the two strikers, Billy. You know, they're both good in the air. So just get some crosses in.
Here we go.
Yep, there could be one here. It's drilled in low, and that's going to be a corner to Serbia. They have to make these count. Don't go short. Get the ball into the box. You've got some decent height and strength in that box. This is where they have to try and capitalise, Billy.
Yeah, set pieces is going to be a major attacking point for them. They haven't been able to break Brazil down in open play. Perhaps a set piece might do it for them.
Yep.
They've got some height in there, haven't they?
Certainly have. Well. In comes the corner. Oh, and it was Mitrovic, I believe. No, it wasn't. It was Mihailovic who got underneath it, and it just goes over the bar. Could he have done a bit better there, Billy?
Yeah, he mistimed his jump, didn't he? He didn't get above the ball.
Certainly got a ball.
Looking at the ball. Not even looking at the ball. Ridiculous.
Pavlovic it was, as we look at Roberto Carlos in the in what looks like a rather comfortable chair, watching the match, obviously in the VIP area. What a left back he was, by the way.
Oh, cracking player.
And he could hit the ball.
Well, yeah.
Remember that one in the
Le
Tournois. My God. Oh, now chance for Brazil lose the ball, but that's a poor heavy touch, and then he fouls him. And it's going to be a free kick. Is it to Brazil? Silva's looking a bit... No, they've given a corner. Well, credit to your referee. Just both of them going for the ball there. So a corner to Serbia. Can they make better of this one than the last?
In swing.
They've certainly started to give it a go last 6 or 7 minutes. Here comes the corner.
Good one. Oof.
Oh, dear me, it's been around in there, and suddenly that looked like it was off the line, but they need to be careful. Oh, that's awful. Blasted over the bar from around 20 yards. But that was chance there. It actually looked like Rafinha who headed the ball on for them. And they came back out. And then look at Mitrovic just slightly off there. His eyes lit up like a Christmas tree. And then, well, that's just awful.
I mean, that overhead kick for Vlahovic was absolutely ridiculous, wasn't it?
I don't know what he was trying there, Billy. It wasn't even an opportunity for an overhead kick. He was never going to get that ball.
A bit disconcerted that Mitrovic wasn't involved in all that head tennis because he was stood at the back post watching it all. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah, but when it came back across, he sort of eyes lit up, but he was way off the pace to get there ahead of Marquinhos. Anyway, long goal kick from Alisson. Again, Richarlison doesn't do anything with it. And Serbia coming forward again. Brilliant turn. They've got a man spare here. This is an opportunity for Serbia. Mitrovic. Oh, that's poor. That's awful. Real opportunity that there for just, again, it's the wrong ball at the wrong time. And really, Mitrovic should be kicking himself for that because they did have an opportunity there.
Yeah, Chipper said he did play for Sociedad, so he can't even move this season anyway. Because he's played for 2 clubs already.
That's true. Anyway, Brazil have a throw in with Danilo right on the centre line. And he throws it into Richarlison now for Brazil. Now they have an opportunity. Neymar, he's got Vinny Jr. to his left. Richarlison's in a lot of space, but a really poor ball from... Neymar there, and out come Serbia again. They are giving it a go. There's no doubt about it, but the passing is dreadful. And that one is intercepted. Vinicius Jr. is away again, and he gives the ball away. I mean, awful passing, Billy. It's really scrappy at the minute.
It's more Sunday League than World Cup, this, isn't it, at the minute?
Absolutely.
Another one.
Danilo's just going to let that long ball run out for a throw. So around about 18 minutes of normal time left. Brazil lead through Richarlison's tap in, and Serbia, well, they've brought on an extra attacker now, trying to go at it, as we're going to see Fred introduced to the Brazil midfield.
Great.
Yeah, I'm over the moon with that substitution, Billy. I'm buzzing. Well, the camera just panned on Paqueta there, so I don't know whether he's changing... He's going a bit more defensive. Oh, it's good defending that because Vinny Jr. was really on it there. Ball forward now from Sandro. Played inside to Neymar now. He's got Vinny here again on the left-hand side. And again, he's running at the Serbians. Plays it across. Richarlison! Richarlison!
A great goal.
What a goal from Richarlison! And
I always said
wow,
he was a good player, that lad. I always said he was a good player.
Jesus Christ! Yes, we've been praising him all game, ladies and gentlemen, and proved right. Really, that was a fantastic goal from Richarlison. Wow! I mean, that's a kind of Brazilian goal that we were probably looking forward to seeing, Billy.
That's the goal of the tournament so far. Absolutely fantastic overhead kick, volley type thing. Brilliant goal from Richarlison. Been a fantastic performance by him tonight, hasn't it? No wonder Jesus is on the bench.
Fez says he's still a knob. Indeed he is. But look at the way he took that ball. What a goal that is, by the way. Yeah. Took it on his left foot, overhead, scissor kick into the bottom corner. What a lovely, lovely goal.
And the ball from Vinicius Junior with the outside of his foot was delightful as well.
Yeah, just quality. But he caught that with the laces. That was only going one place when he hit that. No chance for Savic in goal. And Brazil are 2-0 up, ladies and gentlemen. And you have to say, probably taking 3 points from this game now. There is no doubt about it. Serbia have been trying to give it a go more in the last 10 minutes or so, but punished there well and truly. Now we're going to see Fred come on, and it is for Lucas Paqueta. So really just showing up the defense again. I think Paqueta's had a decent game, actually, Billy.
Yeah, some nice twitches at times. Him and Casemiro have linked quite well at times also. Yeah, he's definitely playing in a better position there than what he does for West Ham, that's for certain.
Rodrigo's coming on for Brazil as well. So Fred is on. Foxy says Richarlison reminds me of Pele. Oh, dear.
We did there, that's for certain.
Yeah, absolutely. Angelica says he might have scored, but he's still at Bell End.
Correct, Angelica.
Yes. Chippers wants to know if Fred's got a tarantula on his head. Well, Vinny Jr.'s come off for Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Probably just resting him, Billy. I mean, there's 15 minutes left of normal time. I can't see Serbia getting back into this one now.
No, definitely not. And Rodrigo, of course, is a teammate of Vinicius at Real Madrid, isn't he? So,
yeah. But Richarlison, as much as I dislike him, as much as I can't stand him, when you've got to appreciate when you see a good goal like that, and credit where it's due. It was a wonderful finish, absolutely quality. But I think Savic was upset with his defenders, not getting close enough to him. I mean, he did seem to have a lot of time in that box by himself there.
He did.
The centre-back stood off him.
It was a pass from Vinicius Junior to give him the space. It was just a superb pass with the outside of his foot.
Fez says that's goal of the tournament so far, without a doubt. I have 100%. To agree. Although we've seen some good ones. I mean, the Saudi Arabians' second goal was a beauty. Long ball now. Rodrigo just sniffing at the back post there. You feel now that Brazil fancy a couple more goals, Billy?
Yes, I could see some Samba football now, all right. Serbia look a beaten side, and Brazil look dominant now. They've
just had no outlet, have they? They get so far up the pitch and then it just dries up. I mean, first 10 minutes, they gave it a real go. But Brazil are just controlling this now. Here's Rodrigo. Cuts in on his right foot. Again, a great last-ditch tackle. Casemiro tries and hits one from 40 yards, which he was never getting on the end of. Rodrigo just about to pull the trigger. He's done well at number 4 for Serbia, to be honest. He's had he's made some very, very, very good last-ditch tackles.
He has indeed. Got booked early doors, but
he did.
He's managed to stay on the pitch all right. There's some good last bit. There's some coming on now. But look at it. Looks like Jesus, I think.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see Bruno today, Billy.
Doesn't look like it, does it? Unless he wants to rest Casemiro.
Yeah. Oh, dreadful touch. So Brazil will make another change here, and just waiting for it to be confirmed here. It is Jesus that's coming on, but he's not going to make the change just yet. There's a Brazilian player down at the moment. Not sure who that is. I think it's Neymar, actually. They won't take any chances on Neymar, I would have thought. If Neymar's hurt, I think he might be Neymar going off, to be honest, Billy. It's the first, it's actually Thiago Silva. Oh no, Richarlison coming off. Wow,
that's good. He's not going to get his hat-trick at least.
Well, yeah. But well played to him, because he was dreadful most of the game, and then he pops up with 2 vital goals for them, and one of them was an absolute worldie. So credit to him. That's what you want from a striker, though, Billy. You know, we say time and time again.
Looks like Bruno too.
Yeah, I'm seeing Bruno. No, it's not, Billy. That's not Bruno.
That's another twat with blonde hair.
It is, yeah. Damn it. But Jesus is on. I wouldn't have thought you'll take any risk on Neymar. If Neymar's got a little bit of a niggle, just take him off. There's no need to keep him on.
Some interesting
the
talk
Brazilian
in the chat.
fans look very, very happy.
Some interesting talk. It's Anthony, yeah. Great. I said, this is a goal. It's just fantastic.
I mean, you're not saving that. I mean, he hit it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that any better, Billy. Right through the laces.
Superb.
The timing was superb there.
And the athleticism as well. Just a great goal. Great goal.
Just like to see him smile, Billy. I mean, he scored a wonderful goal there. You know, smile for God's sake, you miserable get. It is Neymar they've taken off for Anthony. But really, the quality they've got on that bench is just sickening. It really is. I mean, you know, you're 2-0 up, you're cruising. You know, there's no probable need to keep Casemiro on, but we're just being biased because we're Newcastle fans, I think.
Oh, the back flicks are coming now.
Oh, they are. The Samba football. And it's played out to the wide again, where Rafinha picks the ball up. They're really fancying this. Rafinha down the line to Danilo, slightly behind him, but he pulls it back for Rafinha. It's bouncing around and cleared again from Serbia, but Brazil really turning the screw. Anthony now. Jesus. Back to Anthony. Him and Jesus just playing a little bit of one-touch football. Rodrigo. And he sees the run of Anthony. It's a good ball. Anthony's onto it in a shot. Did it go for a corner? No.
Yes.
It should have been. It should have been. But listen, Serbia have had nothing in this game. Let's give them a goal kick at least there. I mean, they've had nothing from the referee, to be fair. But we've got 10 minutes of normal time remaining in the game. It's been a decent game, actually, Billy. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. At times, some of the Brazil stuff's been superb, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Serbia have been trying to hold on for a draw, and once they went behind, they're never getting back into it. Brazil again. And
the thing is, with Brazil, they can get even better. They're really warming up now. Fred, ball out to the right-hand side. Rafinha trying to cut in his left. Gives it back to Casemiro. Laid off the crossbar. Bloody beautiful football from Brazil again.
It might have been Casemiro that time, was it?
I think it was. He's on the ball again now. He gives it to Rodrigo. Rodrigo down the line to Anthony. Anthony, head up again. Back to Rodrigo. All the way back to Thiago Silva, who's got Marquinhos in support. Just rolls it down to him. That would have been a stunner. An absolute stunner.
Just caressed it, didn't he, onto the bar. He was no power in it at all, just all timing.
Oh, look at that passing now. The Samba football is really going here.
Oh, little flick there.
Little layoff. Shot comes in. Great save again from Savic. I mean, wow. Rafinha's kept the ball in on the right-hand side. Superb stuff, this.
They're putting a show on now.
Actually, Sandro's still on the pitch, isn't he? He didn't come off. Rodrigo's further forward. Anyway, here's Rafinha again on the right-hand side. Serbians trying to obviously force him down the right because they know he's left-footed. Here's Fred. Ball. Little ball into Jesus, and he's held off well by the defender. But again, the football is just breathtaking. Very good defending there. Again, the number 4, who's been the standout defender, Casemiro shot, thundering off it was Casemiro, right off the crossbar. What a goal that would have been. Just caressed the ball with the inside of his right foot. Very unlucky. It is Samba time now, Billy. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, the tricks are coming out now.
Yeah, here they come again.
Wide open, Serbia. They're wide open.
Big chance for Fred. Great save by Savic again. I mean, Fred, he's apologising for not giving the ball to the left, but really, he's always going to have a hit from there. Nobody's marking him. It was a very good save by Savic. And Mitrovic is leaving the game.
Damage limitation here for Serbia now.
It is. Another defender coming on. They're under the cosh. They really, really are under the cosh here. Anthony. Sandro playing it back to Anthony now on the left. Will we see any of these fancy spins from Anthony, do you think?
Possible. Anything could happen at the minute. Anything could happen.
Rafinha now for Brazil. Clips it across. Savic is there again. I've been impressed with him, Billy.
He's played really well.
Serbian goalkeeper's played really, really well, but there's an offside flag. He's made some brilliant saves in this game, to be fair to him.
He has.
Yeah, he's a mile off there. The goalkeeper wasn't to know that and made a brilliant save again. Well, coming out and punching, sorry. 22 attempts at goal for Brazil, 3 for Serbia. On target, 10 and none for Serbia. That might change here, though, as they make a break down the left-hand side, and it's going to be a goal kick.
No one in the middle for him, was there? No one to cross to, so he just...
Well, that's been the problem, hasn't it? That's been the problem throughout the game when Serbia have had their opportunities. They haven't put enough men forward. But they held out as long as they could. Brazil definitely turned the screw in the second half. Now they have an opportunity here, and that's bouncing around. Alisson trying to save the corner and can't.
They get one here, we could have a grandstand finish.
We could. Rob H says, Paul, how do you think England's squad will figure against Brazil? I think it'd be a good game. If we play like we did against Iran in that formation, I think it'd be an end-to-end brilliant football game to watch. But knowing Southgate, he'll suck the life out of it.
He'll try to and still lose. There's the corner.
Headed away again for Brazil. Comes out to the right-hand side, playing in the box. They're still defending resolutely at Brazil, and now they have a real opportunity to break here with Anthony on the left. Doing his little bounce on the ball with his foot there, and again Brazil just keep control, sucking the life out of Serbia here. And now down the right hand side again is Rafinha. He's in no hurry at all, is Rafinha, just literally at walking pace at the minute. I mean, the thing with Brazil is that, you know, as many teams do notoriously, Billy, is they get better as the World Cup goes on.
No, doing here.
It's Jesus in a lot of space, looking for somebody to give the ball to. Oh, just brilliant skills again from Jesus. Fred, Danilo. They're just cruising Brazil here, just knocking it around, trying to get another goal maybe just to really punish Serbia. I don't think Serbia deserve to be at like 3-0, Billy. Yeah, that would be a bit harsh.
It would be. Well, he's lucky there on it. He's got through.
It's come out. Chance here, and again just curled over the bar. And, well, that was Rodrigo. That was an opportunity. Again, just that whipping shot on the edge of the box, wasn't it? Going for the top corner.
Unbelievable. They flicked a switch here, Brazil, and they looked ordinary early on, but the past 20 minutes they've been outstanding. They've flicked a switch and...
Yeah. I think they came out with a different mindset for the second half, didn't they?
Definitely.
You know, Serbia tried to live with that, and then all of a sudden, well, it's going to be... That's Rafinha coming off. Trying to see who it is that's coming on.
Will probably be Martinelli, will it?
I would have thought so, yeah.
It is.
It is indeed. So we're not going to see Bruno today, unfortunately, guys, but hey-ho, I'm sure we will see him at some point in the World Cup. Played well today, Rafinha. He's been a danger. He hasn't really done anything magnificent, but he's been a danger when he's got the ball. He's very, you know, I love watching wingers like that, Billy. They just get the ball and want to run at defenders.
Yeah, he's caused Newcastle a lot of trouble in the past. Didn't he, when he played for Leeds? He
caused a lot of people trouble. That was a chance for Serbia, but again, look at that. Lovely touch. And now Martinelli fancies a run here. They've got so many options of pace up front, it is frightening. Martinelli's doing it all himself. He's got right the byline and then pulled the ball across, and Jesus just couldn't get on the end of it. That could have been 3-0.
I haven't finished yet. They're still on the attack here.
I mean, most of these, the last 20, 25 minutes has basically been camped in Serbia's half.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an awful effort. I don't know
Did
what he was
Charles
trying
come back
there.
on? No, it's Anthony.
Yeah.
Tosser.
I don't know what he was trying there, but we've got 2 minutes left of normal time. Be interesting to see how much injury time is added on, because we've had substitutions and a couple of goals, which it's fair to say Brazil definitely celebrated those goals for a good minute and a half, 2 minutes. Ian Toon Trader says, I'm fucking fuming that there's no Bruno. I'm sure we'll see him at some point in the World Cup, don't worry. Brazil, just the one-touch football. I mean, even Fred looks decent in this team. I mean, it's frightening. Here's Anthony again. He's got an overlap from Danilo, who is giving it big guns down the right-hand side. He crosses it in. And the header comes in just wide from Martinelli. And again, just breathtaking stuff from Brazil. The speed that they come forward with is frightening.
Danilo in the 88th minute, killing himself to get down that right flank. Outstanding play.
Yeah, absolutely. Savage plays the ball down again, but it's too far in front. And I think both sides now just want the fight. Well, Brazil probably don't. They probably want a few more goals here, but Serbia will be desperate for the final whistle now. They've put up a decent fight. They've put up a really good fight for as long as they could. But like we've said, Billy, Brazil just turned the screw.
They've been really good second half, Brazil. Really good. Justified favourites, I think, in this championship. They absolutely are. Especially with the depth they have on the bench as well.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be a good side.
I would certainly make Brazil favourites. I mean, there's no doubt about that. And of course, if they win the World Cup, we'll have a World Cup winner in the Newcastle squad.
We will.
Have we ever said that?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think there are places you can get them if you have a bit of pace through the middle. I don't think England suits them.
I mean, look, pace is probably what is going to hurt Brazil, isn't it? I mean, the way it's gone. Am I seeing 10 minutes of injury time there, Billy?
You might well have done 7.
7. Wow. Okay.
No trainers on.
No trainers on, just substitutions and goals. Well, credit to them. I mean, I don't mind this, Billy, because it stops the time wasting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because to be fair, we haven't. I don't recall seeing any time wasting so far in this World Cup.
Not at all, no. If Serbia can get one now, again, they are pushing.
I think players are well aware that if the time wastes, then the referee will definitely add the time on.
Well played.
So that's nice. Serbia in here with a chance. Cross comes in, nowhere near the strike of Vlahovic. He was getting nowhere near it. And is that a... Is it me, or does Anthony look like an absolute nutter?
Yeah, he does. And again, that's better cross.
He could easily work for the cartel, couldn't he? Allison there kind of made a hash of that. Oh, dear. That's unfortunate, because he's had a brilliant game.
Yeah.
Milankovic, number 4. Brilliant game.
I think he plays a Fiorentina, but I'm not certain.
Tom says we have actually had a World Cup winner.
Yes, of course we have. Givash,
Stefan Givash. How the hell he is a World Cup winner, I'll never know.
I don't think he scored a goal for the whole of the tournament, did he? And he played every game as well.
Allison made a bit of flop of that cross, Billy. He mistimed
He did indeed.
Certainly misjudged the flight of the ball. 5 minutes, just coming up to 5 minutes of injury time left, guys. We've got Brazil 2, Serbia 0. And don't forget, if you have enjoyed the commentary tonight, please do hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel and like what you see, why not become part of the community on the Toon Review by hitting that subscribe button, which is free to do so. Brazil are in here again with Martinelli, rolls it back. Rodrigo, too much of a heavy touch. And hit that notification bell as well, which will let you know when we go live or we upload any videos on the channel. Danilo pulled up there, Billy. Got a bit of cramp, do you think?
Possibly. He has done a lot of running tonight. You mentioned the last attack they had, he was bombing down that right flank.
Bombed down the right, didn't he? He's not looking very comfortable at all over on that far side. And don't forget, guys, tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m., we have live commentary of England against the United States. So really looking forward to that game. Me and Alex will be doing the commentary for that. Billy, I'm sure, will be in the chat with his normal humour, especially if certain players don't play very well. What can we expect from England tomorrow, Billy?
I'm expecting, as long as Southgate leads the shackles off, I'm expecting an entertaining attacking performance.
Yeah,
will result in an England victory. But it's always that doubt with Gareth Southgate. He's got 3 points. He might just want to rest on his laurels and take a point and make it virtual certain he'll go. But saying that, a point's not good. Doesn't make it safe, does it?
We said before, didn't we? It's going to be an interesting finish to the group. All depending on how, of course, Wales do against Iran. If Wales beat Iran and we beat America, then it's going to be a battle to see who finishes first in the Battle of the UK in the final group game. So still a lot to play for in the group. Not much left to play for in this game. Brazil cruising 2-0 ahead here as Serbia come forward, desperately trying to get some sort of consolation goal now, I think it would be, to be fair. He's been outstanding, Milinkovic, at the back there, number 4. Absolutely outstanding. Fez is going for a 4-1 England win tomorrow against the United States. Serbian fans look a bit disgruntled as Rodrigo breaks forward now for Brazil. Look at him go. They're wanting more goals here. Ooh. Plays it across. It's not the greatest of balls. Jesus completely unmarked at the back post and was probably very frustrated that they couldn't find him there.
Yeah, he needed to go aerial, didn't he?
Yeah. Anthony now into Jesus. Playing out on the right-hand side now.
Just playing time out now, aren't they, Brazil?
Certainly looks that way. Thiago Silva, who has... I mean, that the 2 centre-backs for Brazil haven't been tested at all today, Billy, have they? I can only recall once when a cross came in the first half. Mitrovic kind of give Silva a little bit of a nudge, but that's the only time I can ever think of them being tested.
Yeah, they've defended well. They've defended well, Serbia, but they haven't looked very much of an attacking threat.
Yeah. But there will be times in this World Cup that Brazil will be pushed. There's no doubt about it. So we just have to wait until that opportunity comes, and we'll see how well they can defend against a pacier side. Vlahovic has gone down there. He stayed down. I'm not sure what the hell happened there. I think he just
slipped.
He slipped, yeah.
He's done next to nothing, hasn't he, since he came on?
Yeah. Well, the look on his face was like he'd been shot. Oh, Richarlison smiling, Billy.
He is, yeah. He's doing his Budweiser.
Having a bit of fun on the bench with the other Brazilian squad. Foxy says Givash only started for France in the quarters, semi, and final. Wow. Interesting that Jacquet changed it from Henry or Trezeguet. I mean, wow. This game is now petering out, it's fair to say. It's petering out. We're in the last minute of injury time now. Oof. I mean, he's looked quite assured, that goalkeeper, though, to be fair to him. The Serbian goalkeeper, Milinkovic-Savic, he's had a good game. Certainly done nothing wrong. Was quite unlucky on the first goal, to be fair, when the shot came in from Vinicius. He made a brilliant save, and Richarlison had a simple tap in. No chance with the second goal, of course. Serbia still trying to push, but time is now up. And the referee is going to let them have one more shot, I think. It's cleared away. And there it is.
Yes, it is.
There is the final whistle. Brazil winning by 2-0. And you have to say, Billy, coasted that second half. Looked a much stronger side in the second half.
They did indeed. Serbia ran out of ideas, really, didn't they? They were defending most of the time and ran out of ideas, ran out of energy. Brazil turned it up a notch and one tap in for Richarlison and one absolute belter of a goal. Second goal's a fantastic goal. I've not seen a better one in this tournament yet. But Brazil at times were absolutely outstanding, weren't they, second half? It was just a pleasure to watch.
Are they your favourites for the World Cup, Billy?
Yeah, but yeah, I would say so. I would say so.
It's
They've
not
got
just
weaknesses. They've got weaknesses that
yeah.
can be got at. But I just think, in the grand scheme of things, the attacking threat they've got, and even on the bench, it's just way more than anyone else has got. Even France.
Absolutely. Well, there you go, guys. That is the live commentary done and dusted for another night in this World Cup, which has certainly given us some surprise results, some interesting games, and it was absolutely fantastic to watch Brazil tonight. They really turned it up a notch in that second half and got better and better. Played some great Samba football. Thank you to everybody for watching tonight. It's been a really good game to watch and enjoyable. So we hope you've enjoyed it. The commentary tonight with me and Billy. We will be doing watch-alongs as the World Cup goes along. So stay tuned to all the socials on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and what's the other one? Instagram. As to when we're going to put shows on. Tomorrow night, 6:30, England versus the USA. So we hope you can all join us for that. Turn the commentary off on the telly and listen to the Toon review because that is where it's at. So thank you very much for watching. Before you go, please don't forget to hit the like button and, of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And me and Alex will see you tomorrow night. Billy will no doubt be in the chat to spend a bit of time with you as well. So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow night. Thank you, Billy, and thank you to the Mod Squad. Take care and enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Good night.
Away the lads, lasses and lions.